Hey, girl.
What's up? What's up? What's up? Good evening, world. How are you doing tonight? How's everyone doing? Thank you for tuning in to Venus versus Mars. You know, it's Talk with Teezy. I'm in the building with another topic tonight. I got Tiffany in the building. Hey, Tiff, how you doing?
Hey, I'm good, and you?
I'm good. So I'm gonna play my little music, get hyped up real quick. So I'm gonna do that. And of course, we're gonna have some more of our Talk with Teezy family come on. You know they come on when they ready. So let's play some music real quick.
Real hot girl shit.
My friends and the mom hate gold. They down the bed, dudes cry, she ain't gave me nothing pussy in a while. She had to put weight, now I don't mind waiting. Oh, you ain't waiting to find my text. Oh, you want me to keep on my diamonds and sex? What's your name? Key, Jazz, yeah. Meg, go, ass, go, Sierra. She put her hands on the knees with her ass in the air. Who that little bitch a player? If her friends ain't around to record it, she been over, shake that little ass in the mirror. Like, what a nigga gotta do for your number? Shorty came through it, didn't hit so good. I said, fuck it, I ain't using no rubber. When she make that ass bounce like I love her. Got that ass in that mouth from a lover. Type to make your baby mad, you in trouble. NBA playoffs, that ass, it's a bubble. Friends and the mom hate go. Lay down on the bed, dudes cry, baby. She ain't gave me nothing pussy in a while. She had to put weight, now I don't mind waiting. Oh, you ain't gonna respond to my text? Oh, yeah, oh, you keep on my diamonds and sex? Oh, yeah, what's your name?
Real hot girl shit.
Lay on stomach, turn up, do the crowd, baby, look back, hold it open down here.
Guys, I know I gotta get my music. I know I love my music. All right, I gotta add her.
Yes, that was a good one.
Okay, we got Lorraine in the building. What's up, Lorraine?
What up?
I hear a lot of feedback. You hear feedback, Tiffany? It might just be me.
Do I hear anything?
No, I can hear you, but for me, it sounds like it's feedback. And Lorraine, you sound real low. All right, you guys. How to do that turn up again. Thank you for tuning in. Talk with Teezy, Venus versus Mars. I'm your host, Teezy, of course. I'm in the building. We got another topic tonight. I think this is a real good topic. I think that's something we need to talk about. You know, get perspectives from both male and females. Something that really goes on, and I'm gonna explain that in a second. Tiffany, you ready for the topic today?
I'm ready for the topic. That's a good
Ready for the topic? What's up, Lorraine?
What's the topic?
I'm about to tell y'all what's the topic. So I did word it because I was trying to like figure out how to just word it real quick on the flyer because I didn't want to put too much, but it says, can a child change a relationship? So underneath that, because it's just like, okay, what does that mean? Underneath that, it means as far as like, you could be dealing with somebody, you could be in a situation or a relationship, a child come in the picture, can it change it? Can it make it better? Can it make it worse? Or maybe you could come into somebody's life that may already have children, you may have children. How does that affect the relationship that you are going into? So I think that we can look at this a lot of different ways. And I don't want to say more so the child is, sometimes children can be a hassle, but I don't want to say like the child is the reason, but can a child in a situation where you bring a child into this world, or you messing with somebody that has children or a child, can that like change the dynamics of a relationship? Negative, positive. That is the topic for. I got so much static back. I don't know why. It's me.
I know I hear a little. Mine keep on trying to do a little skipping.
Lorraine, do
but
you hear static? Your phone. It's on
I
me.
can't hear him.
I don't hear static, but I hear echo.
Oh gosh. All right. I want this out of okay. All right. So let me talk. Okay, I don't hear static anymore. All right, that sounds way better. All right, so that's the topic. I think that a lot of people deal with it more than often, or even a child coming in and having to, you know, oh, I have a step parent now, or play the role of, you know, sometimes kids are not okay with that. That might be a whole nother situation to where you got to deal with that between the person that you're with and your kids. So I think that this is a great topic. Hold on, let me add on.
Oh, word.
Who left? What's up, Hoodie Gang, Nate?
What up?
Hoodie Gang, Nate in the building.
Nate in the building.
All right, so Nate, did you hear our topic for today?
Who, me, how, when, where, and what? Always going with the topic we were discussing.
Yes, I'm just making sure that we all on the same page and we all know the topic that we are about to discuss and talk about. So, yes, that's the topic. Can children change a relationship? Bringing children into a situation or a relationship. Bringing them to be with somebody that's not their parents. To be around them and accept them as somebody that may potentially love them just as much, you know? So I think that a lot of different things could go under, you know, the umbrella of bringing a child, or can a child change a relationship? Or sometimes that child might not like the person, so they're going to give them hell. Does that change the relationship between the two? These are all questions. Oh, I'm bringing on another guest. Hey, Talk with Teezy is lit tonight. What's up, sis?
What up, what up, what up?
What's up, what's up, what's up?
Kendra in the building.
So what's the reasons? What's a good reason that you feel like children change the dynamic of the relationship?
Y'all know I like to talk a lot from personal experience. So I don't know. I know for me, I could say a situation maybe that I could relate to when it came to that. I was the teenager, and my mom started to date who is now my stepfather, of course. But when she started to date him, I wasn't around for that. Like, I was just like, my mom never had no man like in the house with us for real, and like trying to tell us what to do. So I'm a teenager. So like
Living with us.
Man came in. What'd you say?
I said,
Kendra, what you
living with
say?
us.
Right, living with us.
Living
We
with
like, wait a second. So my sister, she wasn't that bad with my stepfather at the time. But me and my brother, we were, I could probably, we gave him hell. Like, because we just felt like my brother had his father in his life. So my brother definitely felt like he didn't have to listen. And then me, I'm a teenager. I'm like a junior in high school, I think. And I'm just like, who is this man trying to tell me what to do? Like, so that used to cause friction between my mom and him and us. And my mom used to be in the middle because of that. Like, she would have to, you know, sometimes might gotta go at it with him about us, or sometimes she gotta G-check us. Like, so she was in the middle. So to me, that's an example of something that might have, you know, caused some imbalance or kind of, you know, cause friction within their relationship, because my mom's children decided to say at one point, like, who this nigga? We not about to listen to him. I mean, now, of course, I love my son.
Who is this stranger in our house?
Right. Strangers in the, who is this stranger? So I think that might could be one, just for an example.
I think too that when kids understand, kids could tell if the person right for you or not in some cases. Like they might feel too like that person might be immature. So there are some adults that be really immature in relationships that they can't really step up to the plate.
Mm-hmm.
So you mean like if you meet a dude, right? And every day he come over and he chill with you for a minute, and then he go play PlayStation with your son for the rest of the time. waiting for you to bring him snacks. Is that like immaturity right there, or do you look at him like, nah, this nigga right here balling?
like a Capri Sun, Nate.
Yeah. Can you bring me a sandwich and a
The fruit
Capri Sun,
snacks.
please? You looking at him like, well, we supposed to be chilling together, but you over here playing PlayStation. So, I mean,
So how you think that that's how could that be the child changing the relationship, the dynamics? Because he want to chill with the child more, play games.
she just said she just said he immature. I mean, like,
Yeah, how would the
I,
kids know that he
Tiffany, how is
immature?
he immature? Lorraine, you know your screen off. I'm not
No,
sure if you knew that.
okay.
I
This is
know
what
I'm
I didn't know you was trying to refer. So okay, this is what I was getting ready to say. Basically, immaturity level as far as in stepping up to the plate. Like you see how you said he could go play with games with the kids, but it's people who don't play games with kids at all. They just be worrying about the parent. They be just be worrying about the other person. They don't even play with your kids, or they can't even relate to your kids or get a connection with the kids.
I
Like
understand that one.
I know because I could never call somebody my stepmother because why? They didn't step up to that plate to me. I feel like you didn't step up to that plate. I'm my own mother. I feel like I was my own mother. Some people just can't give you what you're looking for. And that's just one part right there that I experienced.
Right.
I seen immaturity. Like I could be more mature than that woman.
I ain't even give no men a chance.
Close it.
As soon as they came through the door, I ain't give them a chance. Number one, don't talk to me. Don't
Don't talk to you.
I'm either walk away or I made it real clear that I had a problem with whatever was going on. And I think it put a lot of pressure on my mother, to be honest, to try to figure out a way to make me comfortable to where, like, she just stopped trying after a while. Like, she just be chilling. Like, she entertained people that be flirting with her and stuff like that, but not nothing serious. And it been a while. And I think part of that was because my little badass running them away.
With your mom?
Yeah.
I think that we as teenagers, I think that, I don't know, but yeah, I was like, who? What? He telling me what to do? But honestly, I feel like Kendra just said it too, not you, sis, but Kendra, she said sometimes a step parent could be a blessing. Let me finish reading the first part. She said, I feel like teenagers are rebellious regardless, so they're going to fight everything. As a single parent, I'm hoping and wishing my daughter's father finds a mature woman to help me out. And then that's what she said. Sometimes a step parent can be a blessing, which is true. It can be a blessing. So that's why I said, could it be like a bad thing? Especially when it comes to step parenting, depending on, like Tiffany said, like, if you don't want to have no connection or you're not going to have a connection with my child if we're in a serious relationship, then that's definitely going to cause some type of issue within the relationship. Now, we just having sex or something like that, I'm not even going to bring my kids around you. That's different. But to be building a relationship with somebody and that person don't have a connection or try to build a connection with my kids, then that's going to cause friction in the relationship.
Definitely hard. I've been there.
Not to say that is an easy thing. For me, it's hard as shit to bond with other people's kids and not know where to open up your boundaries and shit like that. You get what I'm saying? I will have a problem if I'm in a house with a woman and she got bad kids, you know? Because I'm gonna want to engage. I ain't gonna want to whip their ass. I might want to whip their ass.
Baby kids.
But at least I'm gonna want to engage with them to try to offset some of the bad shit, you know?
So she can't have baby kids.
That's a fine line right there.
I tried to talk to this girl. True. I tried to talk to this girl that lived off the avenue, and she had a daughter. Her daughter was bad as shit.
Right?
Her daughter was
Pause, Nate.
8.
Pause, Nate. Why you had to say where she was from?
Yo, I'll put all. She don't live in Connecticut no more. She moved out of Connecticut, but she used to live. She used to live off the avenue.
Like
her daughter was. her daughter was ridiculous. I'm talking about like cussing. Yo, they used to fight. Her daughter was like, it was either 8 or 9. I used to be like, nah, like now, like I said, I was just talking to the mother, so it's not like I could beat her or nothing. But I used to be like, she used to be like, I'm coming over to chill. I used to be like, you bringing your daughter, cause
Yo, that's funny.
like, like like I love kids. Like I bring the kids to the park, I play with them. Her daughter though, I couldn't deal with. Yo. Like her daughter be like, her daughter. When I say cussing people out, I mean cussing people out. Her mother thought that shit was cute. And I used to just be like, yo, I
See,
know
nah, that's different.
this gonna be a short term thing because I can't mess with her like this. You know, her daughter was
Hey, ladies, let me ask
bad,
y'all.
bad.
Let me ask y'all, what would y'all do if y'all hit y'all friend up like, yeah, I'm about to come over, and he was like, yo, you about to bring your daughter?
Yo, if she know her
Yo,
daughter
you say some
bad,
shit
she
like,
already know why I'm
don't even
saying
call
it.
me no more. Don't even call me
Yo,
no more. Like, what you mean I'm about to bring
What?
my daughter?
but that's what she did. Yo, when she came to chill, she always brought her daughter over because she couldn't get a babysitter because that girl was bad. Like, yo, I went over to the house to pick her up. Her mother was like, I'm not watching that bitch. And I was just like, yeah, yo. I'm like, whoa.
I wouldn't even bring my daughter. I wouldn't
So,
even bring my daughter. That's my
like,
side.
That's so funny.
yo, when I say bad, bad, I mean, I'm trying my
Listen,
hardest not to say her name, but yo, she was
some
super
kids
bad.
are. I can see where the turn off could be because, like I said, well, we wasn't bad, but we just gave him a hard time. But my stepfather didn't give up because he wanted to be with my mom. So at some point, it's gonna have to work itself out. I mean, I definitely understand like what you're saying that sometimes. You know, you don't want to be around no baby ass kids. I don't want to be around no bad ass kids either. As much as I love kids too, but I know I don't know. I know how to work with bad kids, so it's something I just I have to get to
But
them. So
how did
it's
he
not that
It
much
how
of
ain't
an
did he
bad.
issue.
warn
But
how did he
when
warn
they
y'all up then?
teenagers and they mouths is crazy and reckless to you, and you trying to be like a good person,
Yeah.
Hold on, not even
I don't know if
teenagers.
I
They
could
be
do this.
freaking. Trust me, I was a step parent. They was 8 years old, 7 years old. Give me, because they know that you're not the mom. You know that you're not the dad. So they want to give you attitude. Like, damn, I'm just trying to, but they don't understand. So they're confusing. It's a lot to deal with to being a step
Right,
parent, man. That shit ain't no
right.
joke. That ain't no, it ain't
How
no
did
joke, man. I tell
how
you.
did y'all dad warm up to y'all, T?
Who are step?
Yeah,
Well,
I,
stepdad,
I
I'm sorry.
I think that
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah.
at first I think what it was he tried to come in like on some like trying to tell us what to do type stuff. So in my mind, I'm like I said, who is this nigga? Like, how dare I ain't never have no man, but really telling me like my mom raised me like
What to do?
I ain't really have no
Facts.
man telling me what to do. So when he tried to come in the yin yang and he like, yeah, y'all can't do this or like my mom like, oh, I gotta talk to Al. I'm like, what you mean she gotta talk to Al? Like, huh?
Like what?
So I think that maybe that's why, because I was just side-eyeing him because I just wasn't used to men in our home. So I'm just like,
But even,
it took me a while to
with our
have to
own
learn like
dad.
Shantae, this who you right.
I
Like
mean,
I'm to
listen.
my whole father, like, me, I gotta listen
Like
to
when,
him.
yeah, like when he tried to come and tell me to do something, it's like my guy. You haven't been here. Who like that's how I
Not my
took it. Like you
guy.
can't tell me what to do.
my
Like
guy.
and so it's just like that's how I felt at the time. Like you can't tell me come in here trying to tell me what to do with yada yada yada. You ain't been here, so it's hard, yo. It is hard.
Y'all hit him with the who are you? First of
Yo,
all, who
I used to be
are
like that.
you?
Like, what you say? I got clean what? My mother said that to say to clean what? And we getting in trouble anyways. But then, like I said, it caused friction because my mom used to be like having to be in the middle of that shit, and it wasn't right. And as an adult, I
Yep.
understand. But it was just like for me at the time, it was like so.
Yep.
I don't know. I guess we just eventually started getting used to him. To answer your question, like we probably started getting used to him. He definitely ain't going nowhere. He's still there. Like, and then I started seeing
Yep.
how
He
he
been
really
around. He's
loved
still
my
here.
mom. And I think that that's another
Yep.
thing that helped. Like once I seen the way that he loved on my mom, I was like,
That humbled us,
Shout
I was
out, shout
like,
out, stepdad.
hi, right?
Yeah.
Shout out to
Big
Stepdad
facts. Big
Al.
facts.
DJ
Yeah, he's
Allen
still
in the building
here.
with the Christian music
Facts.
on what 89.3. I got shout him out.
Amen,
DJ, you
brother.
shit. He got mixtapes.
Yeah.
I'm about to pick
All
one of
right.
those up.
It can work. You know,
Huh?
it can work. You know,
It
it
definitely
can
can.
work.
Can't work.
Let's talk about the positives before we delve
Right.
into the bullshit and the fuck shit. You know.
Mm-hmm,
Okay, before we talk about the positives, let me read the comments. So Kendra said, definitely won't let anyone in, but if y'all done with each other as adults, there should be no reason to be upset. Your kids know who their real parents are. So there should be no competition. And she said that, well, that's bad parenting. Respect starts at home.
Oh, she talking about the bad kid, probably.
The bad kids, right?
Yeah.
I mean, some
I
people
know. I
got
dealt with
behavioral
it.
issues. You gotta work with them.
I think it's.
You gotta build that bond with them. You gotta build that bond with
Nah.
them, man.
If the parent ain't
Sometimes
getting
you
that
gotta
child,
teach
if the child don't respect the parent, the child's not gonna respect the other person coming in. So like right there, automatically, that's like a no go. Like if the kid fighting with their parent, their one
how
parent they
you
supposed to
feel.
Yeah,
The
that's
love.
kid gonna
different. That's
feel.
different.
However you allow them to treat
I'm
them,
good.
that's how they gonna treat them.
Yeah.
Right.
You treat your mother
Yep.
like
And
shit, you
especially if
gonna
you don't
treat her
say
boyfriend the
nothing.
same way. And I
And
beat
so some
kids,
parents is
so
Yep.
like, you was
No
not about to
respect.
mess up this for me. Then you gotta let it down. Like you was not about to ruin this, and this is the one you are not about to ruin this.
I was
Y'all
not
have
the
to figure
one.
out something.
See, that's the shit that would have made me fight more. I'd have been on
Wait,
some
Not this
Macaulay
what?
Culkin
situation.
shit, Home Alone shit. If I heard that, my mother tell me you ain't about to ruin this. What?
Yeah, it's
I'm out
over.
in the back.
I'm sabotaging everything.
Challenge accepted.
Oh,
He
you
the
gonna get me, huh?
one.
All right.
He the one.
I
You
got
know
something
how
for that
it's
ass.
women who go without. It's women who had went without men for so long in life that they finally settle down and then they can't, have their peace. So it's just
I
like
got one. I
I seen
got
that on the
one.
movie. So
He's a good one.
But I think you raised like one of the most important points when we talking about like that. When we talking about like being the parent in the situation and not like Teezy was talking like being a kid. When you the parent, a lot of times we just get into relationships or get into situations without even like having the kids vet them or vet their ability to engage with the kids.
Considering
Because
the
that's
kids, yeah.
important. Like, I can't fuck with my son.
Mm-hmm.
I can't see no long term. And my son will tell me if he don't dig nobody. You get what I'm saying? And people like that, they not around no more. You get what I'm saying? So, and part of the part of it is because I respect his opinion. We open the shit about um like our relationship and other people that like come into our circle and shit. Like we open about talking about that. Like I talk to him about my relationships and the women that I'm dealing with. You know what I'm saying? So part of that is how I put him in a position to even be open to somebody like me bringing somebody around him. You get what I'm saying? A lot of us don't do that. A lot of us be dating and fucking with a nigga, sending the kids to the babysitter. Then when it gets serious, we don't even know that this motherfucker ain't good with kids.
Who?
You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
Facts.
I'm observing. I think that's one of the ways. Like, I mean, you can't always, but I'm real like to the point where I'm observing. Like, especially if I see you around your kids. Like, I'm gonna watch like your ethic with your kids, how you are, like how you talk, like look at certain stuff like that. Nobody's perfect as a parent, but I don't know if you should pull right in like when you first start talking. So when you say you talk to your son, which is a good thing about like your relationships and stuff like that. When you were first, how long into talking to somebody do you like tell your son like, yo, blah blah blah, 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 blah.
Right.
Like how long do you have to wait till you have that conversation with him?
As soon as I realize that there's somebody that I can build a future with. If there's somebody that that I could bring with me to one of their graduations, then it's time for me to talk to you about this motherfucker.
Okay.
If it's somebody that I wouldn't even let jump out the car at the house, then nah. You get
Stay
what
in
I'm
the car. I'll
saying?
be right back.
I'll be right back.
I'll be right back.
Back.
Let me turn the AC on so you
Right
ain't
back.
got to roll
Don't
down
touch
the
nothing.
window.
I'll be right back. Yo, don't even touch the music. What?
Definitely don't touch the music.
So you good? Cause I need my key to open the door. So I'll be back. You better open that door. You better crack that door.
Crack the window.
Yo. What's up, Mo? Monisha, she said a child changes everything. So yes, that's what I want. That's what we gotta get into that part. That's what I mean. Like when you're in a relationship, we kind of talked about. Well, I know Lorraine said you want to talk about some positives, which I do too, because it's not all just about negatives. So before we move on to that part, let's talk about positives of a step parent coming into a child's life, because we kind of talked about a little bit how it could be negative. Let's talk about some positives.
Me personally, I know that experience firsthand because I came in before I even got married. I came into that relationship with my son, and I agree with what Lorraine says a lot. If you know you're going to be serious with that person, that's when you should discuss it with your child that you're going to bring into this relationship with you. And when I first got there, like, first of all, I don't even like being referred to as a step parent because I feel that if any person that steps in and does the job, whether it be male or female, that's that kid's parent. You can still understand and acknowledge your biological if you choose to, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, all my kids, they call me pops, and it's like them is my kids. I don't say that's my stepson or that's my stepdaughter, and nah, them my kids. You know what I'm saying? If I'm going to do the job every single day, which I have, then, you know what I'm saying, to me, being called a step parent is offensive. But I feel like, kids can't change. You got to, like you said, you got to look at how that person responds, how they interact with their kids and how they are with their kids. 'Cause I tell you, when I first got with Tyler, man, Nani and Araya gave me hell. And I understood that, though, you know what I'm saying? Because they didn't trust me. They had seen their mother go through so much, you know what I'm saying? So they like, oh, well, I guess this going to be the nigga that's going to stay here for a while. He going to leave us eventually, And once I proved that I wasn't going to go nowhere and that I was strictly, for their well-being and that I protected them and stuff like that, then that's when a lot of it changed. They started calling me dad on their own. I never forced that on them. I never made them feel like they had to. We was on the first name, baby. Y'all can call me by my first name. Because I get it. We trying to feel each other out and, see if this can work as a family. So I understand. It can be a lot of positive because they weren't bad kids. They just, when kids don't trust you, they show you who they really are. Because kids don't lie. They're going to show you who they really are off top. So if they don't trust you, you're going to get that side of them that you don't like. But once they do trust you as an adult and as a parent, things change.
I get that. I think it is too about earning their respect, even though they're children. Like you're coming into their life.
Yeah.
So I mean, they're gonna be part of your life too. So it's mutual. But I feel like once the kids see that and they, like you said, you earn their respect and they start to trust you, then it's like, all right, I could let my guard down and kind of be cool with stepdad and stepmom.
Yeah, that's necessary. You can't just bogart some kid's house and they don't even know you. Because I grew up with a stepfather. When my mother got married, I hated that dude. I still don't like him. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, you don't treat my mother right. You know what I'm saying? I don't like you. You know what I'm saying? And he treated me like that stepchild. He didn't treat me the same way he treated his biological kids. So that really made me not like him.
Right.
I made sure that I didn't do with my children that he did with me. That's why I always called them my kids. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, you treat me like a stepchild, so that's why I see why you call me that. You know what I'm saying? But if I treat you like my kid, like my own child, that there's no hyphen on that. There's no suffix or prefix or whichever one it is.
and that should give you credibility too, because they watching every move. They watch your favoritism and all of that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They pay attention to everything. Kids so good. Like they was all little. I didn't walk into this with no teenagers. All our kids was little kids. So they was looking at everything we was doing. Even if we argued, You know what I'm saying? They were worried that I would leave. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, nah, that's just what happens between adults. Y'all don't understand when y'all get older. Sometimes adults don't agree on stuff. And they fight, but it don't mean that they don't care or that don't mean that I'm gonna walk out.
So on your end, on a positive, you could say that your kids basically they reciprocated all the energy and love you gave to them, and they're happy to call you their dad. So it ended in a good way.
Yeah. But
That's
it's just that
positive.
you just got to take those necessary steps. It's only negative if you come through the door trying to change that child's life overnight. That's not possible. That stuff takes time.
Right. Thank you for that answer, Ronzo.
I can only speak on experience.
A positive experience. Oh, I gotta ask. Sorry, I'm trying to add.
Don't all speak at the same time. Positive experiences.
I'm trying to add Tiffany on. Sorry.
So I can talk about my current situation. I mean, initially, little dude, he ain't mess with me at all. He ain't, not at all, because I'm a cool guy. But he had apprehensions as well. It was me trying to figure out how to talk his language where he had let his guard down and let me in. You get what I'm saying? Prior to this situation, I was in a relationship where we both had kids and we came into the situation. Kids around the same age. So that was a positive that they was able to engage with each other. And we developed into a family, a cohesive family. You feel me? But the negatives, like if that shit don't work out, then it's not just you packing your shit and leaving. Feel me? It's you and your kids packing their shit and leaving.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? And that can be traumatic in itself if you're not able to put the kids in a position to understand what's going on.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? A lot of kids they internalize shit. They think they got fought and adult issues and shit like that. You get what I'm saying? So it can be a positive if it's able to work, like Rondell is saying. But even if it's working and you're not consistent with making it work, when it don't work, that's everybody.
Yeah, everybody's hurt.
Up.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
The whole situation is damaged at that point.
That's true. And that's sad when you gotta walk away too, like, and then sometimes you don't keep that bond with the child that you built it with because of whatever reasons. Like that's another thing you gotta deal with too, or you gotta factor in like you said, if this don't work, then I might not even be able to have this bond that I built with this child. You don't know if the parent might take the child away.
Them was my kids. You get what I'm saying? I said them was my kids. So it wasn't like just me taking my biological kids and leaving. It was like me taking one of them and leaving the rest of them. You get what I'm saying?
And that's a crazy feeling too, because I've dealt with, before I got married, I dealt with other females that had kids, and when we broke up, that's the only part I felt bad about. I'm like, damn, them kids done got close to me and I gotta leave them. It's like, damn.
It's not a good feeling. As a female, I could attest to that too.
Nope.
That's not a good feeling. Nope. I used to, he's my stepson. I knew that boy since he was like 6 weeks old. And even when his dad was in jail, before I had, I helped raise him. Like anything I'm buying Tracy, I'm buying him. I'm picking him up on weekends. I'm taking him. I'm doing this. He was a part of my life throughout everything. Yeah. And then, since when me and the dad wasn't together anymore, he kind of like slid him off. And I'm just like, that's crazy. Like he 14 and I was a part of his life literally from the beginning. And you gonna take him? Like I kind of felt away about that. Like I was
that's your kid now. It's like basically that's my kid. What do you
like I was so mad about that. Like, and I had to tell him, like, when I see him, like, you always gonna be my stepson. I don't care. I'm gonna always love you. Give me a big hug. And, I don't care what happens between me and your father. But I'm always gonna have love for you at the end of the day. But you don't be sad when you gotta break apart from situations like that. And people should be mature enough to be like, okay, well, you build this bond. If you want to keep a connection with the child, then to some extent, I don't see nothing wrong with it. So, okay, we talked about the
how many women out there be okay with that? Because you can't just drop that bomb and then go to the next topic. Because it ain't a lot of women that once that nigga have to leave, because you don't leave on good terms on all the time. Y'all don't mutually agree and shit like that. You get what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, you feel
how many women gonna be like, I recognize that you done built the bond with my child. You fucked me over.
None.
It'd be like, once you hurt me, I hurt you, and it just be like a whole big fire. They just
don't talk to that nigga. If you see that nigga at the store, you walk in the other direction.
Don't say that. He's trying to give me some money.
You better not say nothing to that motherfucker.
I don't know. I never dealt with it. I don't know.
If they see you in the grocery store. Let's get some comments on that one. How many of y'all women out there be cool with the last nigga that you broke up with, still keeping a relationship with your kid? Shit.
And the comments are empty.
I ain't never had that experience.
I'm about to say, I'll say I can't talk about it.
I can't talk about it because I never experienced it.
I only had experience on my end being a step parent. Like babies, I never had the experience with my kids like that, so I can't talk about. I don't know.
You got kids though.
I know I have kids, but
we can think theoretically. If that last guy that you was dealing with built the bond, would you still let Tracy go hang out with him?
I think so. It's depending on that
hang
bond.
Out.
Like,
hang
if that
out.
bond is serious.
Yeah, the bond. I mean, I wouldn't have
hang out
with it.
The fuck?
Probably would.
But you say
if y'all been doing a certain thing, I think it'll continue. Like, why switch up if he already been naturally taking the kid out, doing all that, and you feel safe with it?
Depending
why
on
not
the
continue?
bond.
All right, let me put y'all in a space to really understand this question and give some real answers. Think about that last guy.
We not giving real answers.
Think about that last guy and think about why you stopped messing with him. Would you let that guy?
Being that nobody didn't experience, because I didn't experience it. Being that I didn't experience it, all I can say is it depends on the bond.
Kendra said, well, I don't know.
It's depending on that bond. So if you can speak for a lot of men. You can speak for a lot of men right now. How you feel?
No, I can't. I can only speak for myself. I'm just trying. Like when I heard it, it just kind of sent up a red flag. Like, hold up.
And we have to see it from your point of view as well. And the answers that we give them, we trying to give you what we could give you. And so right now, the word is depending on that bond. And then you said your situation sounded like, yo, I had real connections, and this person went off her she went off her own emotion, and like she just completely deaded y'all bond, and you feel like it was grimy as hell. That's your kid. Like, where my kid at, yo?
I wouldn't say grimy, because like when people break up, I understand that even with a breakup, that is sometimes it's even hard to like have a separation with the person that you broke up with. Y'all sneaky linking and all that type of shit. Feel me? So sometimes you just gotta cold turkey somebody just to even rebuild yourself from a breakup. You get what I'm saying? So still inviting them to have a relationship with your kid, I can understand how that could be.
And if the person did something that you affected the whole, both of them, like whatever you did, you really didn't care at that point in time, then that person do have the right to be like, let's leave him. He did us.
I get that too.
Oh, that's dope.
Like you said, if y'all broke up on good terms or whatever, like it was a mutual thing, and you got tight with the child, and you already got other kids, and you like, yeah, and they friends, I can understand that. But I couldn't understand a grown man calling Shantae like, yo, when you can pick your daughter up, we about to chill.
Oh my God, that's creepy.
Yeah, you know what I mean? She'd be like, hell no, nigga. So that's why I said that question don't even. That's a crazy question right there.
No, it's not.
But it's based
All
off
right.
of what Shantae said,
It's
though.
sad.
No,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
depends
You're right.
because
All right, I'm back. Oh wait, no, I'm
what?
not.
It depends on what, Kendra. It depends
He
on
said
what.
what country?
No, what if?
Kendra.
What
But I'm
was the
saying like, what if
question?
Kendra,
the?
what you saying, Kendra?
Wait, hold on. What if the child like they grew up with the dude? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Then from
like what
birth
if
or
they want to
whatever,
come say
and the child is
hi?
freaking 14 years old, and they have bond. Why can't he take her out to eat, or take him out to eat, or go to buy him shit or whatever, spending that
I'm
quality
looking at you because I knew that was gonna.
time like they ready was, and the whole 14 that he was in the life. That's no different bonds, you know.
I don't know. That's just that.
That's
Look, I
my
have
opinion.
boys, so to me, if I had girls, I couldn't see it. Like I wouldn't feel okay as the
It's yeah,
father of
but
your
they're
child.
gonna.
If you call me and be like,
But
yeah, I let
why?
our
But
daughter
why
go
if
out
they're
with such and such, nigga, what? That ain't her father.
but
Okay,
if
but
they
what if you not her
no,
Look,
but
and
if
life?
at
they was
some
already
point,
doing
it's gonna
that
have
in
to
the
steal
That ain't
away.
her
relationship,
Like that
father.
connection gonna have
And
to
what if her
steal
father
away.
not her life like that, and this man stepped up to the plate and showed
yeah,
her
that's
how
what
a
I'm
real
saying.
dad's
It
supposed to
depends,
be?
yo. Like,
Okay, now that see that I could
but what
understand.
if?
Now
But
if
no.
he
But what if he was already doing that? See, what if he was already doing that in the relationship and
Mm-mm.
doing that already by himself, dealing with her? You know what I'm saying? He's playing that role. He's that, you know. In some people's situations where some kids don't have their father, so he's stepping
that's
out
true.
and he's
In
doing
that
it
situation though, if
already,
y'all
and you
broke
guys not.
okay,
So why
so
not? You know,
you telling me
that's what I'm
okay, so
saying.
dude, let's say
It's got situations depends.
exactly. So you telling me if you broke up with some dude, right, that was a good father, a good father figure, you're gonna say a good father figure, stepfather, whatever. Because the reality
It
is
depends,
y'all ain't
man.
married. Y'all ain't married. So he not really the stepfather. He just
That's what I'm saying. It
a
depends.
step guy that's there. All right.
That nigga that's
It
there.
So
depends.
so y'all
Oh
break
my
up. He
It
god.
got his other
depends.
girlfriend, whatever, and he come back and call you like, yeah, I miss you. I was thinking about your daughter, and I just want your daughter to come tell.
Now
You
Nate
gonna be
want to
No,
like,
No,
know
that
so
ain't
bad.
I'm just,
happening.
no.
I'm just
See,
asking.
see,
I'm
no,
just asking.
Nate
Me,
turning it.
me,
Wait,
my girl, me,
no,
my
you
girl, and her
Nigga,
daughter
you
going
so
out.
they're
creepy.
No,
communicating, yo.
listen. So he like me, my girl,
Yo,
and her
Nate
daughter.
so
We going out.
easy though, yo.
We going out, and I just wondered if I could bring your daughter too, because we tight like that. You gonna be like, yeah, come pick her up.
Fuck out of here.
Some people
That ain't
got those
happening.
Yeah,
relationships.
like that
Like,
don't even make
really.
sense.
If they're on a,
That don't
That
make
ain't
no
happening.
sense.
that's what
Hey,
I'm
Nate,
That
do
is
saying.
that
not
Some
again.
people
happening.
Do
have
that
those
again.
relationships,
Do it
yo.
again.
That shit
They
don't make no
constantly
sense.
communicating.
Yeah,
So
They
if he
calling
some
her,
people
not
checking
got
up
those
on her.
relationships.
yeah,
Yeah,
So.
if he's
they
still
gonna have that.
communicating after we break up
People
and he's
have
still
that, yo.
communicating
That's
with
what
my
I'm
child
saying.
and he's still doing stuff with
So if they
her,
still if they
Checking
still
on
talking on
her.
like Facebook or
Act
like if he's still coming to birthday parties. So now
no,
this is what you're saying
communicating.
though. So listen,
Yes,
listen. So
communicating
this is
is
what you're saying.
different.
You letting this dude that you done broke up with, he done moved on now. He got a whole new girlfriend. You letting the dude and his girlfriend come to parties to see your daughter.
it
All right,
depends on
so
how the relationship ended.
Yeah,
listen. Let me
or
let me
not.
give you a
That's what I
real.
said.
Depending
Let
on
me
the
give you a
situation, if he's
It
still in
real.
the life and as a
depends.
dad, yeah.
But let me give you a real scenario because I'm
Everybody's
living
situation
this.
is different.
I'm
So
living this, Nate. You hear me?
because
So
I've been a step parent, so I
So
know, you
wait,
know,
wait.
Wait, Kendra.
Hold on. So you with this dude, right? He got a bond with your daughter, but this dude done cheated on you and y'all broke up, right? But he still got a bond with your daughter. You let him chill with your daughter?
The breakup. How did the breakup
It's
end?
not gonna happen,
You found
That
bro.
out you
that's what
found out he cheated and you
it
was just like, get out. I
depends, Nate.
never want to talk to
You
you
got mad.
again.
You got mad different scenarios.
so
That's what I'm saying.
so
I'm
You
just
got
trying to see
mad
the
different
mindset.
scenarios, Nate.
Are
So
you
like I
are you
said,
gonna
it
be like
depends.
Are you gonna be
It
like this
depends.
dude, even though we not together, he did me wrong, but he never did her wrong. So I'm gonna let them chill and hang out.
Mm-mm.
He still asking about my daughter. He still come
you're
by
just
and
making it
say
sound
hi.
so
I'm
creepy, Nate. You're making it sound like you
I'm just
want him with
Yeah,
his
asking.
because you
daughter.
be
Yo, look
he got
as a
different
father, like
scenarios.
I
That's
said, I
why
got
I'm
two
saying it
boys. If I
depends.
had a
If
I
his
hear what
girl,
he's
girlfriend is
saying,
with
I
but I
him
couldn't
don't
and
see
think it's
he's
gonna
it.
like, oh, we
happen.
about to go on
I
a
couldn't see
trip or
it.
out this and
so
that,
let me.
that might
Let
be
me
a
I'm
little
about to
bit.
tell you a real scenario. A real scenario,
All
because
right.
like I said, I'm
But so if you broke up with her and she was like, "Let me come get the boys and take them to such and such,"
so like me and my ex, we broke up, right? Like I said, this was we had like a Brady Bunch type of thing. And at the end of the line was a daughter that we both had together. Okay. Now, as my daughter got older, but let me back up a little bit. I developed a bond with all the kids. Like I said, those was my kids. But I had a favorite, which was the daughter. She had a daughter, young daughter, and I had a daughter that was the same age. So, like I said, as my daughter got older, and I ain't gonna tell too much about her life, but her father not that much into her life. But when I would take my daughter out, I would take her out too. Like if we go to the drive-in, I'm taking both of them. If we go into the mall, I'm taking both of them. You get what I'm saying? Everywhere, part of it was for my daughter's comfort to have big sis with her, and not just dad. You get what I'm saying? But part of it was for her too, and part of it was for me because that was my girl. You get what I'm saying? Luckily, I have a great co-parenting relationship with my ex, to where she understands the type of man that I am. I mean, even though her and our relationship didn't work out, and it wasn't like a clean breakup, it was some mutual understanding, but that shit was rough. Feel me? We got to a point to where we developed a good co-parenting relationship, and she allowed me to incorporate her oldest daughter into our fun. You get what I'm saying? It wasn't like I said, she knows me, and she knows I'm not a freak. You get what I'm saying? I'm not calling like, yo, what your daughter doing? I'm like, what our daughter doing? Do your daughter want to come too? You get what I'm saying?
But like I
But
said,
that's
that's
a
a.
different
Like what you, I
situation.
know,
And it's
Nate.
not.
Like
It's
what
not.
you
But see, that's
I'm
a
just
positive
saying.
situation. That's a
But
good
like
one
I said,
because
see
Nate trying to make it
that
seem
sounds
like,
better. No,
yeah.
no.
No,
See, I'm
Nate
not trying to
talking
make it
all
seem no
What
facts.
you was
way.
going on?
He
I'm
talking
just
all
saying, like
facts.
He
that
was
sounds
getting his
better
point
though,
yeah,
across. Like
he said,
because
let me take her out. Like you saying, like you trying to get at the
like I
daughter.
said though,
Nate was
see
going
but
all
that's what I'm talking
around.
about though. So
He
this is what I'm
had
talking about though.
But
to.
damn.
Some people
Yo,
just they just break it off.
That
It's just
nigga,
like
yo,
bye.
he said,
but that's what I'm
he said,
saying
I'm gonna
though.
call
See,
your
he could
daughter.
tell. I would let him
Be like,
like,
what your
okay,
daughter doing?
even if I had a daughter, right? Well, if I had a daughter and me and the mother wasn't together and we were still communicating, and she dated him and said, yeah, I got this dude, he cool, da da da, he been around, da da da. He got a daughter. You mind if they go out together? I wouldn't be upset about that because he got a daughter. They basically family. I would be able to accept that. But for a dude just to be like, yeah,
Some
I was
nigga that's
home
just out
bored,
and
and
about in the world.
yeah, he ain't got no
Call you up
kids.
like, yo,
He driving
No,
around.
no,
He
who
gonna
was
call up
saying that
talk about.
though?
You know what? I was just thinking about your daughter. I was like,
Yo, and you
me and
know
her
what? Now
cool.
he just
Me and
told
her
my
cool.
bro,
I'd be like,
Nate, what
nigga,
you mad
what?
at?
Yeah,
talk
that's what
about
I'm
Nate. He getting
saying.
creepier
That's
and
what I'm saying.
creepier.
That's weird as
That's
shit.
some
Hell
weirdo shit, Nate.
no.
Oh God.
Shit, Nate.
Am I wrong? Am I
That's some
wrong? Am I
weirdo
wrong though?
scenarios.
Not, no. For
Yo,
thinking that's
shit.
no, not me.
No guy better not
That's
come on
like,
the
Hey,
phone and say
hey,
that
yo,
they
when
don't have no
Beyonce
kids,
said
But
and
that,
they gonna
that's
say
what I
my
heard in
fault
my
for my
head.
together.
cat.
That
yeah, that's what I
everything
heard
that you
too.
saying is what I heard in my head. Like what?
Like even
Well,
if
thank you,
a
Lorraine,
girl, if I was
for
dating a
breaking
girl,
down.
if
Cause
one of my exes was to call right now, I'd be like, yo, let me borrow your son. I miss him. I'd be like, what? Borrow my son?
what?
Who the
You ain't got no
fuck?
That's
kids.
not
First
good,
You ain't
of
got
Will.
no
all,
kids, and you just want to see my son? That's
I
weird as
think it
shit.
depends on the
There had to
bond.
be some type of relationship
It
that
had to be a
made this
relationship.
person.
There had to
Yeah,
be some type of
a
real
bomb.
relationship.
That
Like,
stuff
Even
that you talking about, Nate, it's like nobody ain't accepting that. Like who you? Who you?
that's what I'm saying. That's what
facts.
I'm
Yeah,
saying.
who the hell
Now
Basically,
gonna
I can
accept
see,
that shit?
I can see, I can see if the dude like my friend daughter, like me and her daughter cool as hell. Like when I go to see her, of course I say what up to her daughter. I treat her like she my daughter. So I'd be like, let's go to the park and play basketball. We could do that because she in the basketball. But I ain't never called like, yeah, I'm about to come
But
pick up
so
your
what? You
daughter
don't
real
have no
quick.
daughters, Nate. You don't have any daughters.
I
So who are
don't.
you to say let's go play basketball when it's just you and her? That's the same thing.
No,
Let
that's
me
not
take
because
Princess to
look.
the
You can't come
mall.
get my daughter to play basketball.
Yeah, like,
Same thing,
but look, it's not the same thing because look, like you said, it depends on the relationship. Like I know the little girl since she was born. You know, her father wasn't in her life, and like
That's what
I
I
go
was
over
trying
there
to
all
get
the
to.
time,
Look, if
and
you
from
ain't
young,
been doing it, then
yeah.
it's gonna be kind
So
of fishy. Like if you ain't
exactly,
been doing
right?
something like that,
exactly.
Yeah.
So like,
then
We
if
ain't
he not
talking about
calling.
that though. We
Yeah,
not
If you're
talking
not
about if
calling
you
on,
ain't
if
been
you're not
doing it.
calling like birthdays, if you're not calling like
We
birthdays,
talking
checking
about
up like
that nigga
basketball
that
games,
been the
graduations,
dad.
if you're not, no, you don't know the interest of the kid, and then out of the blue one day you just like,
Nah,
yeah, let
that's
me
yeah.
get
So
your
basically,
child.
we just talk about the relationship
Yeah,
that
you
we
gotta have a
we
good
want to talk
relationship.
about the ones that break off from people that really having a bond with them. So
right.
we
Right.
know
That's
your
the whole. That's
side.
what we
Those
talking
people, we
about.
ain't dealing with those creepy people, bro.
Nah,
Yeah,
no
We know
see,
creep.
people
No.
with
Right.
real bonds is struggling to, separate from the child.
Right.
But some things have to go stale. Like some relationships, like, okay, for example, you and a person got a kid together. They end up having a baby, and they was together, but now they not together no more. You back with them, and now they, now say if y'all got married, this person already got their own daughter, and the person was being probably a father or a mother, whatever. They're being a father or mother to both of those kids. Like one of the kids not theirs. So now, while they with you, and they still want to be in the kid's life, how would you take it? I don't know if I was clear. If I was too
yeah,
all around
you
the place.
No,
clear.
I got what you were
Okay.
saying.
Like I said, it depends on the relationship. If they always there, they always asking about the kid. They call them like, yeah, it's their birthday. Let me say happy birthday or stuff like that. I'd be like, all right, y'all cool. Y'all got a bond together. But if you ain't talked to the person like months or years, and then you just pop back up like, I want
All
to
right.
chill with
So
the
so
child.
say if so if you got
No.
so say if a female got a kid with a guy, and this guy had a kid with another person and was being like a stepfather to the daughter, but they not together no more. And now you with that person, and they still want to be stepfather to, because they can't play that child because it was just in their life. It's understandable, but it's like we got a kid together. I mean, I'm trying to. Yeah, we got kids together, and you had a kid with the other baby mother, and you was a stepmother to that child. Now y'all together, y'all get married or something, and he still want to include her child and it's his child, so he want to still include that other child
I don't see
as the
nothing wrong with
stepkid.
that. I don't,
Yeah,
Oh,
at that
me.
point,
I don't
if it
see
ain't a
nothing wrong
bad
with that.
breakup or relationship, I mean, yeah, the child already knows. That's like two stepmothers and two stepfathers together on two different separate childs. Like you got to bring them together. They brother and sister now.
Yeah.
Right.
What's the
You have to bring
cutoff
them
to
together.
where you like no, you did me this way, and you can't be in neither one of our lives, no matter how whatever type of bond y'all have. What's the cutoff?
The
Like
cuddle. So
what somebody got to do to where they out of both of y'all life, no matter what type of relationship they have,
who out of who life? That part I don't
out of
understand.
the kid life.
So if say we're gonna use a
Let me
guy.
go
So if the
again.
guy is out of the kid's life, like the girl's
I'm not doing nothing exotic.
Let me
biological child, which is not his.
let me try to make it a little bit clearer. So we break up, but I had a great relationship with the kid. I want to still have a relationship with the kid, but what is it that I can do to make it be like, nah, you cut off, period, from
Like
both
the
of my
kid or
lives.
the lady being cut off.
Either one.
If you put your hands on me, you're done. Don't even ask to see my kids. That's number
Yeah.
one. Second of all, if you was like some type of like had some little first like little rape it, but anything like that, I'm not gonna mess with you first of all, but you're done. Don't ever even think. That's the number one. I think if you put your hands on me, I think it just depends on too just how the relationship, the bond that you build with my child. If I feel like I let you in my child's life and I feel like you might have only built the bond with them just so you could be close to me, there is no need for you to be around my child after we done.
Or if you
But
bring me down so much in front of this child to the point where that is toxic in front of the child, why I can't let you get down. If you're gonna break me down, I can't even be built up for my own kid. I gotta let you go.
Right, especially I have daughters. So at the end of the day, nah, it's a no-go for you, homeboy. So I think those are some of the factors that come when I'm like, all right, I don't care how long. Like, you're done. Don't even
for me is soon as I stop fucking with you. You're cut off.
Yeah.
Don't try to come around this boy no more.
It don't make sense. It don't make no sense.
So if he built a bond with your son for 15 years, I mean, not he, she, sorry, built a bond with your child for 15 years, or just was in their life forever,
Well,
you
that
gonna
kid
tell
is
them
15
that
years old, or how old
they
that
can't
kid?
even like. So when they see them, like you can't say hi to them or like, oh, I can't have them around. They can't come to the graduation.
I don't know how you gonna get a ticket.
I think at that point, 15 years, ain't nobody can tell you nothing.
This is scarce.
I'm
getting 2 tickets.
And I'm not getting one for you, so
that's messed up.
I think 15 years is too long where you can't tell me nothing.
I mean, that's not right. After, especially if you take that child in as yours and you take it. Like, I just feel like if the relationship ended and y'all was able to move forward and still like be friends at least, and I don't see nothing wrong with them checking on your child or saying like, oh, the kids or her kids might have thought about your kids and wanted to bring them
checking
together.
on. You can check on my child, but you can't take my child nowhere. We do
Nate,
not bond like that.
Don't check on my son. Don't check on him. If you was here, you wouldn't know what the fuck was going on.
But how you gonna say that?
You can call and say happy birthday.
But you gonna say you gonna take your ex-child still. That's being double standard-ish.
Hold on, say that again.
You said that you take your ex, her daughter, right? You take her out. But you saying that when a relationship over, that's just it. Like, you can't see my child. So why is like that for you? But you can go still be that child. Like, you're not with that ex anymore.
I think I've been on this show enough to know that for the fans to know I got all type of double standards.
At least he's truthful about it. Yo, that's what I'm saying. Look, from a female's point of view, I don't know if it's from a male point of view, but you're not taking my child. Like, I don't care if we broke up for good reasons. I can't let you take my child. That's just weird as shit, yo. But on the other hand, I don't see the female like. I don't see the females like. Yeah, you can take her. Go ahead. You can take him.
But that's
I have a friend.
That's only for people that you like that don't have kids. Like how my kids they have a brother. So that's different. Because that's they brother, so it's different that I should be able to take him versus if he wasn't their brother, he was just.
But like you said, that's if they got kids. If they got kids, other siblings that's living somewhere else. Yeah, I can understand that. Okay, you can come pick up, and they could for the kids. They got to meet him. But if the other person don't got no kids, and they coming around to see your kids,
boyfriend girlfriend status. Because I know people who was married and they was in a relationship, and he's the stepfather, and he calls for his stepson and all that. Like, he want to be with him or whatever.
That's what I say. It's a difference.
It's a married situation. Like, when you're married,
I feel like it's different. When
so it's a difference between probably married and a little boyfriend situation.
Yeah, I don't trust
we just dating
situations for nothing.
You done?
You know what I'm saying? Because it's like boyfriends and girlfriends come and go. You know what I'm saying? Some people get married and stay married. Others
and hold up, this is real fact that what caused the breakup? It's the real big part is what caused the breakup. Hold up.
And as a parent, you're gonna be protected.
It shouldn't have had to get to that point.
Yeah.
So
as a parent, you're
done.
gonna be
I get
protected.
it now. It just came to me in my head, and it's like, what caused this? And should you be here? We ain't on good terms if you did something that
we
bad,
broke
or
up.
I did something that bad.
Yeah. Exactly. If we broke up and we both not in good mind spaces, we mad at each other, or
there's no hope. Let's end it here. Don't hurt the kid heart. You move on, I move on. Let's go. Really, I'm an Aries. My brain be like, I cut you off. I don't even see you tomorrow. I don't even see you.
But I'm gonna give you my child.
Oh God!
I already don't
I
even let
can't
my
see
kids
it
go
either.
nowhere
I'm
at
not even
all.
going
So
front.
Right? That is true.
If you
But
break
I'm
up
gonna
with
give
me,
you
you
my
break up with my
child.
kids.
I'm gonna give you my
That's just
child.
that.
my kids
We don't
don't
like
even
each
never
other.
see
I'm
nobody
gonna
if
give
I'm
you
not
my
even
child.
Yeah.
if I don't even
You
like
can't
you
even
like
borrow
that.
you. I won't let you borrow a car. I won't let you borrow my car. I won't let you hold money. I won't let you hold no sugar. But you want my child?
If you break up with me, you break up with my
But
kids too. That's it.
that's like you just trying to use my kids
Right.
See,
just to
I
stay
don't
in life.
know. I'm just
And
speaking
I'm gonna
like what
feel
I
some
would
type
think
if you call and try to check up
hypothetically.
on them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you plotting on me? What's
Who the
going on?
fuck?
Why you trying to
Excuse
talk to
my
my
language,
kid and I don't
but
even
who
I
fucking
the
know
started
you?
fuck?
thinking you about to kidnap my kid and go
Yeah.
As
away and
soon,
I'm gonna
stuff.
think you
soon
up
as
for
the kid
something.
come,
Why is
soon
you
as the
talking to
kid
my
come home, be
kid?
like, so what'd y'all do? What'd y'all talk about? He asked you
Yeah.
She
anything
touched
about
his
me?
Uh,
He asked
she
you
touched
anything about me?
Hell yeah. Yeah. You break up with me, you break up with my
I guess
kids too.
I guess all of that makes sense. See, like I said, I've never experienced that,
I'm
so
just
I don't
saying.
know. But
Like I
I
said,
have a
like
I was in a
Lorraine said, it might be a
situation.
double standard, but I don't care.
What's a double standard?
But
That is a double standard.
hey, you break up with me, you break up with my kids, man. I'm not like
but
that
I'm a
anyway.
cool
I mean, like
guy.
I said, I felt bad
You
because I
feel
was
me?
forced to walk away, but you know what I'm
So
saying?
if
I
you
don't know
see the
what she
kid in
may have
public, you're
going
not
on
gonna
after
say
the
hi
fact.
to him?
Yeah,
I
you
would,
say
yeah, I
hi,
would
but
speak.
you keep it moving. You say hi and
Yeah,
keep it
right, right.
moving.
you know what I'm saying?
And
I would,
You
sometimes you
dap it
got
up,
like
give a
how
hug. Oh,
I
yeah,
what you
feel
been
like
up
this.
to?
but that's
But I'm
that.
coming. I'm coming.
I'm
Tell
not
your
taking
mother
you
I'm coming to
nowhere. I'm
get you
not coming to
tomorrow.
pick you up. We're not going nowhere. We're
However
not
I
doing
feel, my
nothing.
kids gonna feel just like that. Cause I'm gonna keep it real with them.
True.
I'm not no sugarcoating person. This
Yeah,
what happened. Like this is the reason why. And you got to look at it for what it is. Some people be beating around the bush, but I
yeah.
don't beat around the bush for my
No,
kids. And
no.
however I feel, they gonna feel. If they laugh, if they see me laughing, the
They
only reason why they
laughing.
laughing with you because
Exactly.
they see me laughing. But if I'm upset with you,
And
Yeah.
oh,
especially
you
I
best
think for
believe they ain't gonna
girls.
talk.
Yeah, I think
Especially
for
for
girls,
women.
like
Hell
once
yeah.
they know like somebody hurt their mom, I
Yeah.
don't think they too much longer gonna mess with
Especially
that
for
person
women. Hell yeah.
anyway.
Yeah, they don't
When
want
a
to be
kid see
involved.
somebody hurt
Like,
their mother, they not. Come on, man.
Oh, why you
mommy,
saying
I know
that?
you
Why you
hurt me,
so
but I'm gonna
quiet?
go out
That's
with him
so
for ice cream tomorrow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
cause that's how I
okay.
Nigga,
looked at
what?
it. Like, yo, you hurt my mommy. I ain't fucking with you.
right. Okay, so I can see that.
That's all kids, though.
So
Feel
For
me?
real.
And
you
I
said
got
that's
something
all
to
but
kids.
say. When I first heard the topic or whatever about if having a child would make things different, I was thinking this is another topic that that as soon as people have kids, people start breaking up. People fall apart from each other, and we try to. Some people
Yep.
wonder why it is.
fight
So
or
Yep.
flight.
that's what I
That
took
was
from
definitely
that
part of
topic.
the topic, the discussion that I wanted to talk about.
Yeah. So I wanted to say what I got from that, what I think, and it's like a spiritual thing to me
Mm.
because it's like everybody be doing all good in the beginning. And some people not looking at the consequences that, of course, it's a chance that you can have a child together. Like it's a chance that you might just get this person pregnant. Do you see yourself with this person? People thinking that they could just have kids here, there, and there and expect no problem.
Mm-hmm.
We originally wasn't made for that. We people could bring up two wives, this, that, and the third, but we know these days and with some people it's not a consent. It's not something that people want to do. Because when you have a child, you as a woman, you think like, okay, when I have a child, it's gonna be like this, it's gonna be like that. But as soon as a woman get pregnant, I'm gonna just say for some men, they become scared and they leave
Fight
the
or
person
flight.
hanging.
Mm-hmm.
And so that causes problems or whatever. Analia, stop it. So y'all know y'all can chime in. I just had to bring up
I
that
want to
topic
say,
so
yeah,
we could
from a
get up
male
in it.
perspective, why do not? I don't know. I'm not saying that anybody opinion, but just
So
from a male perspective, like why do you think it gets like that a lot of times? Like this shit be going good as soon as it's like, yo, I'm pregnant. Is it because it wasn't planned? Is it was because you was just fucking that person? Is it because you just wasn't ready? Like what
Yeah.
so
reason?
Fear.
that's the light stuff, Teezy.
That's just
That's
fear.
light.
Fear of
It's
the
some
unknown.
real
Fight
genetic
or
shit that be
flight.
going. Like fear
Yeah.
is some real
Fear
shit.
of the
Like
unknown.
I
And
was scared of like not just the unknown, Rondo. Like physically scared of these women. Like they were totally
They
different
wasn't
women.
scared when they was sticking it though. Oh, go ahead.
No, but
Nah, they
no,
grow.
absolute. No, you 100% right.
Right.
But so this is what I tell people, because I got a few kids. You get what I'm saying? I done been there and done that a couple of times. And something that I'm able to recognize is that, and science prove it, like genetically, like women, there's so many different new chemicals reacting in their body that make them a different person. Like to be able to bring another life into this world, you got to be a different woman than you was before this shit started happening. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And like, as men, we don't take into consideration how all of those different changes in the woman body could make them a different person than who they were before the pregnancy. And we expect that we engage in with the same person than before she.
Look, you will be if
life
you were to
into
say,
the
"Oh,
world.
I'm happy too." If you were to sit there and say, "Oh, hell no," you gonna get oh what? Now you got a crazy person. But it's not like I know what you talking about. I just had to bring that up. It's
And
like
it ain't just that.
Yeah.
Like I done been in, like with my first son, me and his mother, like before she got pregnant, she told me that it would be a lot of it would be a dangerous pregnancy if she decided to get pregnant. Once we started to get close and started to develop a life where we could start looking into the future, she decided that she wanted to have a kid. Now, even though it was a mutual agreement, that still don't mean she ain't turned into Napoleon once she got pregnant.
The emotions, the hormones, all of that stuff.
Right.
And that's that's
and
the
we was
shit.
having arguments about shit we never argued about. Now, that's just my perspective on what's going on with the women. I'm gonna keep it a stack with us. It be shit going on with us too, chemically. You get what I'm saying? Because especially if you with the woman through the process, if y'all don't know, ladies, we be feeling shit. We get morning sickness. We get cravings. And
right. That's why you don't understand how people be like, "Oh, that ain't my baby." No, he his face
You
all
were
fat.
sick the
No,
whole 9 months,
you
bro.
know that's your baby. Like, stop.
Right.
But that's like we not conscious of how we
Now I gotta
change
call y'all.
during.
I gotta talk back in a second.
Yeah, we not conscious of how we change during pregnancy. So any of my boys that like first time fathers and shit like that, I be like, yo, you not about to be dealing with the same woman. So don't let this 9 months break y'all up.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you have to evolve just like she gotta evolve with this shit. You don't have no choice because nature doing it. You get what I'm saying? Once the egg is fertilized. But it's a choice how you engage with and know that it's not that serious right now. It's other stuff going on than what's coming out her mouth right now.
Yeah. For me,
and vice versa too, y'all. Vice versa.
I said it was just more of a fear of the
First of
unknown
all,
for
we
me.
carrying a baby, okay? So Sarah's just playing. That's
No, it was just right. It was just
no,
but
seriously, like if you're gonna let that break you up, you is not built for the strong because, like you said, y'all might get some sicknesses and all that stuff, but y'all don't deal with the like bringing a child into this world inside your body. Like, first of all, I'm still freaked out and I got two, but it's like, yo, it's a blessing, but at the same time, it's like those hormones sometimes. Those things you cannot control, like you just gotta kind of, understand that a lot of it, especially during pregnancy, like it's not done or said or whatever it is on purpose. Like this is just I'm pregnant, and it's not them. Some people I know that they pregnant, they don't even want their other half to touch them. I don't know about that, like, but they don't even want their other half to touch them. They be like, don't even touch me, don't even look at me. I'm sick of you. That's not what she really mean, though. I mean, she mean it at that time because of the hormones and the things that she's going through with the baby growing inside her. But
you did this to me.
She mean that shit. She mean it. She mean that shit.
At the time, but she doesn't
She
really
mean that
mean
shit.
like
No, she mean that shit.
Nigga talking from experience.
From experience, I don't know.
She mean that shit.
When I got my son mother pregnant, it was just that fear of the unknown. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, shit. I wasn't upset that she was pregnant. I'm just like, fuck. I don't know how to be.
But we're scared too.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. How I'm gonna do this? I didn't even have my daddy.
But y'all not the only ones that's scared, man.
I was nervous when I went to get my tattoo done. I can't imagine, like, for 9 months knowing that that's about to happen at the end of it.
Got 3 more months. Got 2 more months.
But y'all are not the only ones that are scared or nervous or even second guessing the whole thing. The thing that is like the friction that comes in with being pregnant with a child and it can turn bad is because I was just talking yesterday to my sister about this. Like 9 out of 10 times, no, my little cousin, 9 out of 10 times, majority of the men, when you find out that they're pregnant, like their girl pregnant or somebody they messing with, might not be their girlfriend, but they messing with them, they got pregnant. I swear the first thing that be out the mouths be, so what you gonna do? Like, whatever you doing, I'm down for. But in reality, they want the abortion. And a lot of them say that too. They'll say like, I can't do this right now. I wasn't trying to have no kids. I was just trying to have some fun. Blah, 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 blah. Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, y'all not the only ones that's scared. Y'all not the only ones that got a lifetime of things to think about now of bringing somebody else into this world. So when y'all just be on some negative shit and y'all just come at us negative when we just find out we pregnant and we already going through and thinking shit, then y'all gonna come with the negativity. That make the situation even worse. Like, I know you scared. I'm scared too. But damn, let's try to console each other and see how we gonna work this out. Don't be coming at me on no pregnant. Oh, nah, I'm
that's the wrong thing to do. Even if you're scared, you better act happy.
Right.
But look. My baby mother tell you, both pregnancies. The first one, I was like, I did exactly what you said. I was like, so what you want to do? Because I wanted to make sure, like, does she want to keep it, or does she want to?
We can tell when y'all say that if y'all really mean or if y'all just saying it so we can have abortion.
Nah, no, look. Mine was honest to God. Like, what do you want to do? Like, cause look, my belief in the woman's body is it's the woman's body. It's your choice. I can't make you do nothing. If you say yes, you want to do this, I'm with you. If you say no, you going to do this over here, I'm with you. It's your body. I'm not one of them dudes that's like, well, yeah, let's come stand next to the steps. No, that's not me. It's your body. It's your everything. What do you want to do? She said she wanted to keep it. I was like, okay, we about to have a kid. Let's jump in the gear. What do we need? We need this. We need that. And I know we both scared, but at the same time, if we together, we gonna have to figure this out together. Right. And we got help. Her parents gonna help her. My parents gonna try to help us. My sisters, cousins. It's supposed to be a family thing, a village raising a child, right? So that's the way I seen it.
Some people think life is over, or they think about what other people might think of the situation. I feel like if that man ain't confident, none of the people around you going to be confident as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then the other part to it is like, I try if I'm gonna come in something, I'm trying to make sure I come in something that I think is responsible. I want to come in something that got some kind of morals and some kind of mind. Right. I don't want to come in something and she like, oh my God, what are we gonna do? I gotta go. I'm about to run away. Then I'm like, oh man, what the hell? But somebody that's like, well, I'm going to school. I got money saved up. I think I'm gonna do this as a career. You like, yeah, this the one right here. We can do this together. But if she acting like she ain't got a plan,
you got people who got their fathers not even in their life. They be like, yo, my father wasn't even in my life, yo.
Oh,
and then now you not even in your kid life.
I'm gonna be just like my dad.
Like right now, it's many topics that we can talk about. Like everybody got. That's why I feel like everybody's situation can't speak for the next. So when somebody bring up a topic, it's like no. Sometimes some people got to be quiet because we all got our different destinations. Exactly. We all got different challenges we gonna face. Some people got to stay out of other people's business because even though those two people are together, that woman is there to help that man grow. No matter if it look like she pressuring with the child support or it just looking like this. Sometimes people got to stay out of some people's business. If you're not there to help, if you're gonna make it much worse, don't jump in it. Because no matter how it look, we all gonna come out of our situations. We don't know why it's happening, why we got the craziest baby mother, why we got the craziest baby father, but we all got different destinations and how our things is gonna go.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
So what happened with the second when she got pregnant? Because you said that's what happened with the first time. So what
That was the
happened the
first
second
time.
time?
The second time it was the same. It was basically the same thing. But we had some relationship problems. But when I found out she was pregnant, I was like, what do you want to do? Like, I'm there for you. If you say you want to keep it, I'm there. If you say you don't, I'm there. It's your body. Like I said, I'm not gonna want to be like, yeah, you better keep this child, knowing that she don't want to keep it, or being like, nah, you gotta get rid of it, knowing she do want to keep it.
Well,
So
I agree with you saying, but you know what I'm saying, for me, when I found out my son mother was pregnant, I'm like, you're not aborting my kid.
Right.
I mean, I get it though. It is her body, you know what I'm saying? But I'm like, we did this, so we gonna have to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe in abortion. You know what I'm saying? Like
And I think it's different when a man is like for a man to say the thing that you just said, it's like why would that woman want to do that? Especially if she knew what she was. As a woman, you know what you're getting yourself into. Even as a man, you should know as well. But it's just like, yeah, you know what I mean. You know what I really mean is just like it's real different for me. Like now I got this person who say they'll be there. Like if you look like you've been being some type of guy who I don't think you really not about to be fit. Like or some people might say I'm supposed to go to college and do this or do that. Like, I don't know. That's a tough situation. I'm trying to put myself in somebody's shoes, but
I tried
think
to
it's hard on
myself,
both
but I'm like,
parts.
man, I just hold myself accountable for everything I do, and I
Right.
knew what I was doing. Like it wasn't the condom broken up. No, I was fucking her raw, and I ain't pull it out. So
I respect that. So Nick, I'm listening to everybody. Nick, you said that you was more like if a girl had more of like a plan when she was pregnant, that you'll be more like susceptible to having a kid with her versus somebody that's like come to you frantic or just like, what are we gonna do? Like you gonna lean more towards the person with the plan.
When I said that, what I mean is like the women that I choose to come in, period. You know, those are people that I was like, yeah, period. Those are girls that I felt like, would be great mothers. Like I could stick around with this person. Together we could be a team, or even if I'm not there, like the baby's gonna get taken care of.
Yeah.
I'm about to say, what if she got all of those type of plans, but she's a horrible mom? You can have chicks that could be having all these.
That's
like
the
I
same.
said,
It goes vice versa. We think we dealing with somebody that's all that he might be the best, and then turn around, that's not even the one.
Right. Oh, he got all these degrees. He both son. He doing this. He got business. He
we
this
gotta
and
remember
that.
we
He got his
picked and
own. He got
choose who
100
we wanted
I
to
houses.
don't make
choose.
him a dad.
And he a horrible parent. Oh, he know how to get money. Okay, he ain't
don't
born
make
with
him
your
a
parenting
father.
skills.
Yeah, I don't make him a father.
But look, none of us really had parenting
That's
skills until we
prejudging the
got kids.
situation.
Yeah,
It is prejudging, but if you're not selective of who you sleeping with, and you just like you said, you has having raw sex with anybody, you like, oh, crackhead Fred down the street hit it raw. Like you're not being selective with yourself, right? You did that, like. So, like I said,
but I think life would start being more better if we could plan. But I think the unplanned children made a lot of us, stronger in ways that we
look,
didn't
a lot of us have unplanned kids, but like I said, the person you slept with, if you're not selective about who you sleeping with, that's what's gonna happen. Like, I'm sure it's dudes that you done seen that tried to talk to you, and you was like, nah, not him.
Some people don't learn their lesson.
Nah,
that's
not
the thing.
that
Some
one.
people be done had like 3-4 kids before they learn their lesson, and it's
Yeah, so and that's the thing. So like remember when we was talking about dating? Like when you dating somebody, you're not really getting to know them. So when you sleeping with somebody you really don't know or you don't plan on being with, like I told you, I wasn't dating nobody. I was just hitting everything in a way. But certain girls, I was like, nah, I'm wearing 2 condoms with you, cause I can't get you pregnant. Like Della tell you, that when we was in where was we? In Middletown, and the girl daughter kept punching me in the nuts. Remember? I think he froze.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I'm about to mess with her moms, but I'm looking at her moms. Her moms couldn't come up with $25 to pay rent. So I'm like, in my mind already, I'm like, all right, so your daughter bad as hell. you ain't got no money. You can't pay $25 rent. You calling around niggas on Ferry Street and everywhere else trying to get $25. So right there, I'm I'm putting the condom on twice. Like,
I wouldn't even. I would have. That would have been my exit.
I'm about to say, why you
right
even?
there.
nah, we were spending the night out there, so I was already stuck. Like, it was gonna go down. So, but in that point in my mind, I'm like, nah, I'm not coming back out here. They'll tell you. I was like, well, this was fun.
What's that?
When we was in Middletown with the little girl that kept punching me in the nuts.
Lord, bruh.
Trying to find $25.
Team on that, B, because I had to fuck her ugly ass friend.
See,
man,
it was a mess.
For the team.
I was mad at him for months on that one.
Yeah, it was a messed up experience, but we was already out there, so we was like,
we was there.
We was like,
well, since we here, we might as well.
do women think like that?
That was
like,
a long ass bus ride.
Like I said, wrong ass bus ride and walk. And yo,
what?
so look, check the situation out.
Not me.
Check the situation out there. So we there. The daughter bad, the daughter bad, the front ugly. The girl can't find $25 for rent. We there chilling. She got 2 kids. Her baby father's calling from prison. They putting me on the phone. I'm like, I don't want to talk to this nigga. This nigga got like 10 years. I'm like, why y'all put me on the phone? Like, I don't.
It's all bad.
It's all bad, but we was out there, so we was like, we in the car.
First thing smoking out that.
We in the car with them. We in somebody else's car looking for $25, driving around Middletown. Yeah. But they cooked food when we got back to the crib, so it went down. And then the next morning, me and him was like, well, this is nice, gotta go. So
man, I was already up dressed waiting for him.
So
you walk out like, yo, you ready?
Yo,
that's because y'all just be trying to get brownie points. Y'all nasty.
Niggas ran downstairs like they was on their way to school. Like, gotta go. So
tooted and booted.
But look, like I said, it was we both was looking at these bras like, nah, this ain't the keepers. We out. Like,
I couldn't get back home till the next day. So I said, fuck it.
You would have been.
If I'd have got her pregnant, I'd have been like, I would have been on my mind every day. Like, damn. Because I woke up in the morning. Every day I'd have been like,
just crawl out the bed.
Bruh.
What did you do?
Yo.
Oh my God, what did I do? Is this a dream?
Lorraine, what you was asking a woman?
Like we hear it a lot, like pop culture and shit like that, TV, like women having babies, the trapper guy.
I was gonna bring that up.
Is that
keep a nigga baby?
So yes, there are women that will see. That's why I say when I say like we both know, men and women both know what they're doing. When I say that, I mean sexually, we both know it could be a possibility. But then you got those females that will try to. I don't want to use the word trap because, like I said, we both know what we're doing at the end of the day. But you got women that have it in their mind to set it up like, oh, I'm gonna get this nigga. If I get pregnant, I'm gonna keep his baby, or I'm gonna find ways to get pregnant.
Trap is I'm on a birth control, but then when you come, you feel me like I'm pregnant.
Yeah, she tell you she on birth control, and then she really ain't on birth control.
No, like she tell you she got birth control, but it's on the counter somewhere in the bathroom. She ain't never use it.
What if she tell you she got the ring or got the little the
Marina?
I don't put the condom on.
We're not buying that. We're not buying that.
Now y'all can't even see me.
Somebody should have told me that.
Man.
Like what?
I can't even hear nobody. This is crazy. Can y'all hear me?
We can hear you.
Yeah. Oh, man, that's messed up. I'm always getting kicked off my own shit. Y'all can't even see me. I can't hear the conversation. I'm hurt. Let me see. I think I got. No, I can't end it because then I'm gonna end John.
We hear you.
This is so messed.
What
Why did Web
happened?
just call my phone up? All right.
Oh, she got a phone call.
All right. I'm gonna exit
That's
myself.
dirty. Web called you. He know you on live.
Come back on.
I don't even want to do it.
But yeah, like I said, dude, that is true. I wonder if women be like, I gotta make this nigga put a condom on, or she just be like, fuck it.
Like, and not just like basketball players and shit like that. Just regular
niggas.
Slump.
Yeah.
I always wondered that.
Because that's like you gotta have a baby. Like, you gotta like have the baby. You get what I'm saying? Like, so like my shoulder, it be popping out of place sometimes. And when it pop out of place, like I start sweating crazy. It's like the worst pain ever. But that shit is nothing compared to having a baby.
Hell no.
Bruh.
You get what I'm saying?
I watched when my first child was born and I was like, never again.
Dog, I ain't get to see my first, but I almost passed out watching my oldest daughter.
Bro, the doctor said the doctor said hold the leg up right here for her. I went to hold the leg and I was like, oh, I can see everything. Oh, man. I ain't eat for 3 days. I was like, nope, I'm good.
Life just came out of there.
That shit was amazing. I watched the whole thing, both of mine.
I was like, is that the
that's
baby?
What I went into it. Like,
they're like, nah, that's the placenta bag. What?
Dog, as I'm watching it, and then like brown shit and dog, I start getting
everything.
Yeah, that's the only nasty part. I don't like when they do the placenta thing.
I'm glad my
like,
brain.
Oh, what is that?
Okay,
that's the baby. Why did that come out?
I can't even remember it no more. I'm so glad.
The second one I ain't watched. I was like, I'm gonna stand over here. I seen this movie before. I know how it ends. I'm gonna stand over here.
Back.
So,
welcome back to your show.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah. Web said Adam.
Web said he's trying to come on. I don't see him. Oh my God, just took me off again.
Oh no.
Hold up. Today I want to act up on this good topic. Oh my God.
You should have it.
Now everything is like I can't see nothing. All right. I'm glad that everybody's still up here though.
We need a rebate with Facebook.
I'm about to have to do.
We need to.
Wait, I think I just moved some of y'all.
The next Talking with Teezy, we at Nate house, sitting in front of that window right there.
No, for real, I'm about to just pull up at somebody's house once a week.
We are about to go to Nate house and sit in front of the window.
Yo, why is it doing this to me?
We can see you and hear you though.
All right. No, but see, no.
Now she jumping across the screen.
Yeah, you in the middle now.
Oh man. All right, can y'all see me?
Yeah, you just tilt it up like this, like how I'm doing.
All right. All right.
I'm about to say, what you got on over there, T?
We seeing that body, girl.
I have a dress on, okay? Y'all want to see my dress? Like, all right. So now I missed what y'all was saying because I got kicked out of my.
It was talking about that baby
you
in the
listening? I don't see you in the guest corner, so you need to do it so I can add you. Okay, sorry. What y'all was talking about that I missed?
Having babies holding up legs and placentas and all.
Watching the baby birth and then getting grossed out by the placenta. Like, it was cool to that part.
Right.
So have all of y'all been in the room for all y'all children?
Yeah.
Yeah, both of them.
My first one.
And do a lot of y'all feel like, you know how when you thought you was in love with somebody, but when you had a child, now you really truly know what love is. Like, you thought you knew what love was until you have a child. That's how I feel as like a lot of mothers. Like I thought I knew love, and then when I had this child, like, yo, love is way more. Like, you would hurt people over your kids. You would kill somebody over your kids. Like, get it popping. I just see black.
Yeah.
She's like, that's mine. That is mine.
That's mine. You said what? Oh.
Me and my girl, we still be arguing. She be like, I carried him for 9 months, so that's really my child.
It
And
be
I'd be
like
like,
that,
all
like,
right.
yo, I swear the mom
No,
don't
but
lie.
you
The
really
mom,
carried
sometimes you
them
cannot get on the
first.
father. Be talking
Yeah, that's what I be.
crazy. You be like,
I'd be like, I gave him to you.
like that. Like,
For real.
shut your ass up. I'm trying to chastise her. Like, no.
I'm the one that sent that one in there. I could have sent millions of other ones in there.
I'll let you hold that for 9 months. I'm charging you interest.
Man, shit.
That was just a loan.
It don't hold no weight, yo.
Yo.
I'm just saying.
No.
We all play.
When we was talking about so let me tell y'all this. When I got pregnant with my first daughter, right? Of course, he was all drunk, like, oh, go ahead, take the test, bought me a test, like I'm about to go, I'll be back. Like, so he was all happy when I first saw him, like, yeah, it's positive, like that shit positive. He was all happy,
like, this is happening, my nigga. This is happening.
Looking at my belly and shit, like the next day, yo, for real, like, wait, I just had a kid, blah blah blah. Like, yo, you
might just flash before his eyes.
Yo, his mother called me and gonna ask me to have an abortion because he just had a kid.
Yo,
I was like,
crazy. Yeah.
Yo, my line, because now you're being disrespectful. I don't care. I respect my elders, but how dare you? And to this day, that's why I be looking like, you ain't even want my daughter here. Like,
right.
He had his
All
mother
because
call
of
you.
little tiny reasons people be ready to dismiss.
I don't know if he had her call or she called because he told her, like, but that's some corny shit for a woman, first of all, to do to another woman, because you're supposed to be a woman first than anything. Like, I got mad men in my family, and yeah, it's a code to an extent, like with certain shit, but then it's like, I'm a woman first. So if my cousins or my brother them doing something wrong and they girl bitten or something, like, I'm not going, oh, that's my cousin, so man, fuck that. No, I'm a female first. I'm a woman first. Like, that was wrong of her. Like, I'm like, you really did not just call me and ask me to abort my child because your son got another child. That's not my problem. Like, I was like, wow.
Some females, some of those older women, they went through that same process.
Old ass hat. She did. Yup, she did. That's why she was mad. And every time she would talk to me, she wanted to compare her situation of how she was the first baby mother and he was messing with. I don't care. Like
teach him some responsibility. You should be talking to him and just easing him in his, like accepting it for what it is and giving him some encouragement or whatever for the situation. It's a life. We think that is just a game, but this is a life that you're talking about. And we so scared.
For life.
Then as soon as the kid get bigger, everybody want to say, "Oh, look at Johnny!" Like, no. You know what's crazy is that some people be like, "Yo, that ain't my baby." Then everybody be like, that ain't his baby." So a lot of people don't realize that woman who knew for sure, 100%, that was the father. That because you got all your family members, everybody's tearing you down. You now when the baby come, you expect the woman to be like, "Oh, nice." No, you tore her down. She knew who she was that whole 9 months, and you expect that person to sit here and be like, "Yeah, I told you was the father." No, you hurt me. You slandered me. I was supposed. I was everything that you called me. I could have killed
child for 9 months.
I could have killed myself. You don't know what y'all could have caused. Like, that's why people gotta mind their business sometimes, because you don't know what people going through.
Tell them again to be mind their business that pays them. Okay.
And then some people, you gotta realize that they will cover themselves up by saying, "That ain't my baby." They know it is. They just buying themselves some time to do whatever they want to do.
Yeah.
Buying their time off of child support because they know it's about to happen.
So one of my younger sisters kind of going through a situation like that. Like, she's not with the dude basically, but she knows she got pregnant, and it's like all over social media. And the dude is like way older than her because she's like in her late 20s, I think. He's like in his 40s. So at the end of the day, like, you a grown ass man, you in a relationship. Now you got her pregnant. Now it's she all type of bitches. She all type of you as a one nighter. Making mad videos about it.
Her whole character down.
I'm like, where is the like, what type of immature shit is this? Like, you what you was doing? And if you have a girlfriend, then you need to do the right thing. And if you gonna do that, then you need to protect yourself the right way. Like, at the end of the day, don't bash or talk shit now to the person because now they pregnant, like with your child. Now you talking mad shit, but you was not talking shit.
Before she told you she was pregnant, everything was good though. Everything was good just a second ago.
It was all good just a week ago.
Like, and you try to wonder, yo, who is this person? You start realizing, like, what did I do?
Music is life.
Like,
right.
I'm about to bring a child in this world. You start thinking real hard, like, yo, I'm about to bring a child, and this person already about to not have a father or something. Like, it's mad stuff that comes through your head. You didn't expect.
Yeah, yo, you don't
that
be
to
like,
happen.
I'm about to do this by myself. Whoa, I did
And
not
when you
see
know
this
your
in
worth,
the motherfucking snowball. When I was looking at that shit, like, then
It's not what you're seeing, huh?
Baby mama me. Like,
and when you know your worth and how God created a woman, it's like, I didn't expect this to be like, nah, I'm more than that. Especially when now it's like, I can't be, we can't be a mother and a father. If he ain't got no other relationships going on or whatever, it's just like, why can't we make this work? Some people thinking that the kid, you can't be together just because of the kid. It's bigger than us. Like, a kid should be able to see their parents at least in the beginning of their years.
Yeah, healthy.
Like, we gotta
as
really
long as
put
it's
each other to the
healthy.
side.
Yeah.
Because if it's not healthy, you just doing more damage to that
Ruin
kid.
it. Yeah, you're ruining them.
Right. Obviously, we know if one party or both parties is extra toxic, which is just sad because that needs some help right there. Because two people want to be, if you want it to be together, it could work. It's just something that cause separation. It's always people on the outside that's causing this separation, or the fear that's causing the separation.
It was funny because that brings me to I was watching Eddie Griffin this morning, his little stand-up called Enigma. And he was like, women always find a way to fuck it up when they think it's going too good.
Wait, say that again?
It's like sometimes it's some men like that too. But it's like, damn, we all happy. We got our family. We got the kids.
Oh, they be like, what's wrong?
Yeah, he was like, something's wrong. I gotta fuck this up.
Yeah, like, what is wrong with y'all, yo?
Women and men both do that shit. We both do it.
I ain't gonna lie. Yo, when everything was going right, that's when everything was going fucking wrong, low key. I used to be like, yo,
wait a minute.
Nah.
This
nigga came in the house too happy.
Okay, you know what? I'm about to damage this whole shit. Oh, you being nice because it is, right?
Like, hold up. The fuck?
Now, let me see your phone.
No, for real. Sometimes you over there messing with somebody else. As long as you like, yo, a man will really try to like low key try to make sure his shit straight with his family, and really be trying to mess with somebody else. Like, we ain't gonna catch on. Like, it's way, and that's sad that it has to be like shit going good and we got things negative. What type of mindsets the type of damage we all done been through? Like, we shouldn't have to think like that. Like, when shit going good in a relationship, that should just be it. That's
motivation.
Something going on, because that's what we think. And then most of the time, in my situation, it's going good, and the motherfucker was doing the whole fucking thing on their own. Like, so at the end of the day, that shit real what you said, Rondell. Like, that's
only some of those people can only blame themselves. So if y'all was in a relationship and that person decided to cheat or this and that, you can only blame yourself because things was going good. But now it's like, if somebody was already hurt in the past or whatever, and you just showed that it came out of you, now it's almost seems like it's another chance that it could come out again. Now you looking for it to come out. I just know you just might do this again.
I'm like, we good for 3 months. This nigga about to cheat in another week. Watch, I already know. It's coming. I knew it. I used to always like.
You can forgive, but you can't forget. It's just that's that thing.
Did you feeling like, all right, man, I know that shit coming. Did that make you be like, did that make you treat him some type of way when you thought that shit was coming?
He was trying to normalize it.
So I don't know. I like to have my like.
I really give you a chance. Like,
I'm a proof type of person. Like, I could feel all I want that might be going on, but I'm gonna find out. But I need that proof. Like, I need the proof. So if I look at his phone and I see like some shit that I shouldn't see, or my whole demeanor, yo, we could be having a good time about to go out somewhere. He get in the car, he gonna look at me like, "What's the problem?"
What you asked again, Lorraine?
See, I don't bite my tongue. What's the problem?
If it was nothing in the phone, like some people, I ain't gonna bring it up. If I'm looking at this stuff, you ain't even gonna know that I felt this type of way about you, because I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna treat you how you've been, however you've been. I'm not gonna sit here and just start accusing you out of the blue if I don't got no evidence or whatever.
Right.
Like, I'm still going, like, however. If you being good to me or whatever, like I'm gonna be good to you all the way up until a certain point. Even like, so I don't think people really looking for it. I think some people looking for it, not everybody. Even though I said it, but you got people who do be looking for it. But
so please, you telling me that at the end of the 3 months, when you start itching and feeling like, yeah, this nigga about to do something,
her palms start itching. She be like, "This nigga
able to be
cheating."
like, you know what? Let me still
this nigga ain't take the garbage out. All right, let me go.
I don't believe it.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was saying, like, so you telling me at the end of the 3 months, when you start itching and feeling like he about to cheat, even though you don't know he is, but you just feel that he is, you still treating him the same and rubbing his back and hey bae and giving him a kiss goodbye and all of that regular.
Yeah, I think for the most part, until I just have my proof, like once I find out for real, and I be like, then it turns. But for the most part, because I just can't. I mean, to me, my intuition be right a lot, but you know, they say even men have intuition, but I need to make sure, like when I come to you, like, except for that last time, like listen, nah, I ain't even have to go through your phone. My spirit just said, get the fuck out. Son ain't right. Of course, I was right. And I ain't have to go through no phone, no nothing. I was
always
done.
trust your gut.
I was done. I was like, bye. He was laying in the bed, not doing nothing with the kids. I came home. I'm like, you gotta go.
Something told you, and you just had to, like.
Yeah, like I just knew it. Like I'm like, yo, you still, why we been going through this for too many years? We in a double digits. But I don't know, like initially, no, I'm gonna treat you like if I think something, you know, I might try to hint something to you, like, but then you know, until I get that type of for me to really know, like I'm still gonna treat you the same.
That's where communication comes in. Like,
I'm still gonna treat you.
That's where communication and not want to assume. So at this point, hopefully everybody got a good relationship where you be like, hey, you know, I was feeling this type of way. Is this true? If y'all got that connection, because now it's all about communication. If y'all mature enough, we don't want to deal with the assumption part. We just want to make sure it's true.
Or even if you be like, nigga, something ain't right. I'm gonna find out, but something ain't right. I'm still gonna treat you right. So like, say they right.
I don't believe that, yo. I don't believe that. I don't believe that.
Why?
Because if I think somebody is a good person, I'm gonna treat them like a good person. Right. If I think somebody is a snake, I'm gonna treat you like a snake. If I think somebody is an asshole, I'm gonna treat you like an asshole. If I know you're a cheater and a liar, I'm gonna treat you like a cheater and a liar.
But I mean,
but if y'all got through a phase, you cheated, y'all moved, you know, you moved on, and y'all starting a new page. You gonna have in the back of your mind that it might happen, but you ain't about to treat them because the relationship will never get anywhere.
Especially if I chose like that. Right, and if I chose to forgive you, and if you chose to forgive, you know, say if it was the other way around, you said I'll forgive you. We're gonna be over this chapter now. We're gonna move on to the next, and we're gonna try to work on this. How is it gonna work if I'm continuously like I'm not gonna be naive? I'm gonna be more alert now, but at the end of the day, I'm not gonna be sitting up there treating you wrong when we both decided to try
going?
Work
where
on
you going? I know you're going over that chick house.
Situation with us. Like if that's the case, we might as well just break up and broke it off, because then that means you're never gonna trust me again. So at the end of the day, what's the point of us trying to work something out when in the back of your mind you're gonna treat me wrong because of something it could have been not a mistake, but it could have been something I did. We could have had a bad fallout, whatever. I'm never condoning cheating. I'm not saying that on Talk with Teezy, y'all. But what I'm saying is that, like, at the end of the day, if we move on from that topic or that subject or what hurt either one of us, and we decide to say we're gonna stay together and we're gonna work this out, how the fuck that look like me treating you still bad and treating you still like, unless, like I said, I'm not gonna be naive, but I'm gonna have to give you that chance. But it's only at this age and at this point in my life, it's only so many chances you're gonna get when it comes to that.
So you're giving the benefit of the doubt for that, the next chance, for the next chance.
Yeah, but after that next chance, you done.
See, that's why I'm done after the first one. Whoever cheat, if I cheat, I'm going.
You're like, I'm out.
We already established the Ray is going to be out.
Can't even forgive me. That's gonna be nah.
I don't know. I mean, like now, I'm like now because of like everything I've been through and how I had to get to where I'm at. Like, no, it's not gonna be that easy. Like for me to just be like, or I might have a little attitude, but
red flags, basically.
Right.
This is about red flags that now if we at a certain age or whatever, you're not really taking too much bull.
Right.
Younger days, you might still be dealing with somebody. Give them like 10, 20 chances because you're not realizing.
Right. I love him. He gonna get it together. I'm telling you.
Hoping and praying and wishing. Then when you get older, girl, you might as well run down.
For real,
boy, you better run from her down because she ain't no good.
So let's bring this full circle. So Teezy, if you didn't have kids and you found out he was cheating, would you have gave him another chance, or would you have been like, here goes the question.
You said if he had kids and y'all ain't got no kids.
If she didn't have kids with him, that's how kids see. That's another thing. Kids anchor people in because you're like, okay, we got children together. I really want this to work out. I really want this to work out. But the reality is, if she didn't have them kids, she would have just been like, nigga.
I don't know, because I was like real young and in love, so I probably would have. I mean, I did give him mad chances before I got pregnant.
That answer your question.
Okay, maybe not. Maybe not. She was like, just come home, daddy. Just come home.
No, kids ain't
you got them smooth niggas. Them niggas that just be too smooth. Boy, I tell you, like I don't know how you got back here.
Let me bring my.
I don't know how you got here. Like, why is you here?
Yeah, I'm so happy I can laugh at my pain. But for real, like back then I gave the chance, but like now, I mean, even now, like I don't know, it's a lot. I'll just be like, and never mind.
All I did was talk to God.
Yeah, I be like, I gotta talk to God about this one. Okay, so wait, I have another scenario that when it came to with children around like relationships or situationships, because I'm a type of person like if there's nothing serious or if I'm not feeling you like that, and I'm just like maybe trying to bust my nuts and all of that, then you're never meeting my kids. I don't give a fuck.
Hell no.
But if it's somebody that I'm feeling and I like, and then we start like building a bond and shit, eventually I'm gonna want you to meet my children. So one time I was talking to this dude, whatever, and like I had kind of started bringing him around I didn't have another child at this, but my oldest, and I had brought him around my daughter. Like I was saying, like, oh, he played nice for her. He got kids. I'm watching because I'm real, like, So come to find out, doing my research about the person.
Oh shit!
I find out that this person is on the sex registry, like the sex registry type of thing.
Oh hell no!
Oh my God! Crash. I was just like, I felt so. Okay, backtrack. He wasn't up there for actually like. It was one of those college things, one of those situations to where the person was messing with. He went to an all-white college, black boy. He was messing with a white girl. Y'all know how that ended up. I don't give a fuck though. Just because he was on that shit, I felt like so. I just felt like so horrible that I had him around my daughter. Even though it wasn't that type of situation, I don't give a fuck. That shit had me like, I will never like.
Where am I going?
That shit just bothered my soul. Like, I was like, oh no, I never mess with him again. I don't care, nigga. Inbox me, text me now. I don't give a fuck. I'm not getting no response.
Yeah.
Because you should have told me this first of all up front. So when I did ask about it, oh, but it's nothing like I don't give a fuck. You was around my child, bro. Like stuff like that. I just was like, I have to wash my hands. So when y'all talk about like a guy or being right, that's a no-go. And I was so mad at myself, like, damn, like how you ain't do your research, girl? Like, and when I found that out, that was just it. Like, I'm sorry. I know it's different. It ain't like you raped a young girl, but you still had a situation. And I'm not around for that. I don't give a fuck. I was like, yo, this nigga threw my daughter in the airplane where I felt like,
oh my God. Oh my God.
I let that happen. I can't believe I let that happen.
No, for real. Like, that shit fuck with me. I was like, And as careful as I am, I was just like, Shantae. So I think that's something that definitely could cause friction in a damn relationship with kids. So
What, being on the
basically,
registry? Hell yeah, that shit cause friction.
I don't know, I didn't know. And then when I like the info was told to me, I'm like, you fucking lying. Like, don't fucking tell me no shit like that, yo. Like, and I'll go up.
But in all honesty, like for real, is all different type of situations. Just not like forcible rape. You get what I'm saying? That ain't the only thing that could get you on that shit.
Right.
We come from a culture of older men fucking with younger women. Feel me?
Indecent exposure get you on that list now.
Exactly.
Like, that's crazy.
Right.
That's some weirdo shit though.
Right.
Like, well, unless like you're a guy and you taking a piss outside and you get
You
caught.
pee in a bush and the neighbors see you and be like, "Oh hell no!" Nah.
You get what I'm saying?
And they put you on a list for that type of shit.
Your ass to be right on that sex registry list.
Wow, that's crazy.
Like I completely understand what you're saying, especially like I got girls too. You get what I'm saying? But I also interact with men who are on that shit because they just some old niggas that was fucking with young girls. You get what I'm saying? Doing shit that they've been seeing older niggas do forever. You get what I'm saying? So
I get it, and I think the part that threw you off, like he wasn't honest. Like you should have been.
That's the.
Could have told you that.
That's not an easy conversation. I'm sure.
Yeah, you can't just bring that up. Like I know we just met, but
like
so
I'm on the sex registry.
In the ear, like,
if you Google me,
you should have been like, nah, I ain't ready for that. Okay, like.
I just want to let you know, don't look me up.
Don't look.
Yeah, but wait, the first thing he said, who told you?
Oh,
yo.
He was so mad I found out, and I'm like, yo, you never like.
Those are the red flags, though.
That was
if you're able to be honest and it is a situation that you could add some perspective to somebody else, then that's different. But if it ain't no blatant taking advantage of nobody shit,
then yeah, that situation, I was like, and I'm
gonna catch a case if I take a piss out somewhere.
Yo, so shut up. So listen, I think that okay. So back to the woman part. I just wanted to give that scenario because that was some real life crazy shit. But back to the woman like trapping men and stuff. Because honestly, a lot of women do that, or they think like, oh, if I have this dude kid, he gonna be around. He's still gonna be there. He gonna be with me like. And that type of mentality, ladies, is just such a no-go. Yeah, don't believe that. Don't think that any type of child is going to keep a man around because it's not. So y'all need to stop trapping dudes. If y'all trapping them, not on some, just we doing what we doing and things happen. But don't intentionally be like, oh, I'm about to, I got this all planned out on some lifetime shit. Don't do that.
And then a lot of times it be the good guys that they be wanting.
Yeah.
Wait, say that again.
I said a lot of times it be the good guys that they want to trap too. Like they don't want to trap the bozos.
Yeah, right. That's a lie. Or I mean, they want to trap
There's chicks out here like that.
Yeah, some chicks that trap the community.
A lot of them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I got one for y'all.
What?
So this girl, right? This girl that was going to the clubs and she slept with a bunch of dudes. Like I seen the dudes like just coming in and out.
Just throwing it around.
She every month when her rent was due, she would call the dude and be like, "I'm pregnant."
Bruh.
And dudes would come and drop off cash, like, "Yeah, make sure you take care of that." Da, da, da. And she was never pregnant. You sure? She did this to like I want to say 3 dudes in 1 month.
So she was just lying cake and shit.
Stimulus right there.
So look, so she did this to one dude, right? And I guess the dude found out that she was playing because he knew another dude she slept with who she did the same thing to. Why does dude come and shoot up the windows?
Damn, son.
Cause he claimed he was in love with her.
That's karma, bro.
That's crazy.
Well, she shouldn't be playing with people like that.
Yeah, you can't be
You
playing
might
with
get the
people's
window
emotions,
shot.
man.
Yo.
Why would you do that? I'm a female. I'm not ever doing no shit like that. It's not even that serious. Like, I'm not about to be lying to no bunch of dudes. I'm pregnant, making fake ultrasounds. I never understood females that did some shit like that. Like,
fake pregnancy test. She took a
what's wrong
old
with your
pregnancy test from her friend and did this shit. I was like, and dudes was coming over there dropping off cash. Like I said, every month, like I think like a year, dudes was just coming and dropping off money. Like every time the rent was due, like here goes some money. Oh, you need this? Here goes some money. Oh, make sure you take care of that. Here goes some money. Like she meet a nigga at the club at Epiphany.
damn, Epiphany.
Come back to the crib, smash whatever, and then like next month she tell the dude she pregnant, knowing she messing with another dude the next day. Like
that's why I need DNA evidence.
Damn, Nate, you old enough to go to Epiphany?
Bro, I could bring it back further than that.
Yo,
like,
Lorraine swear he the oldest up here. Out here, we always in the Epiphany.
I could bring it back to the girl farm. Like niggas don't even know about the girl farm. Like
the girl farm.
the girl farm.
Girl farm.
You just don't have an old soul. You an old man for real.
I'm an old man, man. I just got this young face. I gotta tell these girls, look, I can't be messing with y'all. Hey, look, I'm grandpa status right now. Leave me alone.
They don't know about
Leave me alone.
They pushing 50.
We bring them back to mahogany.
Whoa. Yeah, mahogany. Remember mahoganies?
What?
Yeah, they don't know about mahogany.
Mahoganies.
Mahogany is what's now Divvy's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
that shit was right on goddamn Caper Street. I mean, not Caper,
Barber Street.
Yeah.
Yo, all them spots turned into churches. That's crazy as hell.
Yeah. All the shit that went on in there.
Are y'all serious in Hertford?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, Hartford used to have all the spots. Like
that shit, it's right on the corner. What was it, Barber and Wesley? I think somewhere.
Yeah, like two buildings down.
Yeah. Like right before Judson. It's like in between Judson and Wesley.
Yo, Hartford used to have so many clubs. Now you drive to Hartford, you be like, what the hell? You going in the basement? Whose basement is this? Nah, nigga, I'm good. I'm straight.
Everybody got basement parties now. All the Jamaicans.
I'm straight.
Yeah,
Homestead be lit, right? They be having Homestead lit in the summer.
Y'all can have that.
All right, we gotta get back on track because we over here talking
anyway.
It's like, so I think another thing, well, maybe a positive, because we talked about a lot of different negatives. We talked about some positives, but you think that bringing a child into the world, or two people that it might bring the people closer than they were. I think that's something that happens.
It can. I won't even that.
What, Nate?
It's a test. Like, I mean, it's a test of how willing y'all are to stay together, because like it's stress on both ends. Either way, it's a big stress. And then it's also a test of maturity. Like one person might not be mature enough to want to be there, and the other person, usually the female, is like, "This is my baby. We gotta take care of this." But it'd be like the group, where the guy's just like,
yeah, I don't know.
I'm going to the park. I'll see you later. I'm going to the studio. And you just be like, what you mean you going to the studio? We got a baby. Like, we.
What's up?
And he be looking at you like, you got a baby. So.
But like Tony said, corny as fuck, deadbeat ass motherfuckers. That's right, Tony.
If you do pass the test, like you said, it's a test. But if you pass the test, then that shit could be amazing.
Yep.
Right.
It could be so amazing doing family shit. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. That's like the dopest shit. The dopest trips I ever took was family trips. You get what I'm saying? The times that I cherish the most are times with my family.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So if you able to, like you said, that shit is a test. But if you able to come out on the other side of that shit, and when y'all in the hospital, when y'all got to pick the right car seat and shit.
Right now, it starts feeling like
getting a little care pack from the nurse, and y'all both getting excited and like butterflies, then that shit could be a beautiful thing.
I think that's what make to a lot of, not all, but some men like get more, like make it more realistic. Like when that shit really actually happening, then they like, wait, whoa.
Hell yeah. I ain't become a man until I had my son. I wasn't a man until I had my son, because like I've been taking care of him basically since he came home from the hospital. Feel me? It wasn't until I was able to really learn how to be selfless and like not give a fuck about none of my shit and put all my focus into something else, somebody else. Like that's when I became a man. Feel me? And I don't know what would have had to happen in my life that would have gave me that same shit other than having my first kid. Feel me?
That's some real life shit. Like for real, for real. I think that kids just bring that. Well, it should, for the most part, bring that out of people.
Yeah, a lot of niggas don't catch that.
Yeah, oh, I know. I know.
A lot of niggas be like,
you
"What?
want to
I'm
step in.
out."
Oh, don't even make me have freaking triggers and
Yeah,
flashbacks.
you know what shit get real though? Shit get real when the shit from the baby shower run out, and then it's just y'all two looking at each other like, "Nigga, we need Pampers." You know how much Pampers is?
That's why I tell everybody at my baby showers, bring me Pampers and wipes. We will take care of all the rest of that stuff. Straight up.
Pampers is how much?
Don't bring no
$34?
That
What?
jar of powder costs $30. What?
You be like,
yeah.
This only come with 12 in the pack.
Yeah.
What you mean you only use Huggies?
5 times a day. What the fuck?
You got me fucked up.
Yo.
Not in the beginning phase. When they get one, then that's when you can put on the Loves and the little Walmart.
Yeah.
But when they babies, you better bring some Pampers too.
Man.
And Huggies.
And the baby shit every 2 seconds, so you like, hold up. Wait a minute.
Used to be pulling Pampers off, nigga. Like before going
Throwing
in
them.
Oh yeah, you about to wear drawers now, cause I can't afford this.
That's when that love kicking. That's when you be like, we together. I love this little nigga, cause I done spent $2,000 on you in a month in Pampers. I love you.
Yeah, you better.
Dead ass.
Wait, hold on. My phone acting.
Oh my god.
I don't know what the hell be going on. So what do y'all think about people that aren't in relationships, but they in situationships, or they might just be sleeping around with each other and they end up getting pregnant? How do y'all feel about that? Oh my gosh, what just happened to me?
Number one is what's the word?
Responsibility.
Irresponsible.
Hell yeah.
Cause shit, man. Like I don't think we like until you have a kid and you like invest it, you don't really realize just like how special that shit is.
Right.
Feel me? And like part of it too is like learning that like like it's not really my job to teach my kid. Feel me? Like he gonna be what he is, and he gonna get influenced by different things in his life, and hopefully I can give him good influence. But I'm learning from these little motherfuckers too.
Right.
Feel me? Like I said, I ain't know how to be a man other than the macho shit and having money until I like became a father. They taught me how to do this shit.
Yeah. Some stuff you're gonna have to learn as you go. They ain't got all the answers in the beginning, so some shit you just gonna have to figure out.
Well, I hit the panic button. I was like, whoa, I can't be spending all this money on this. I got a kid now. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. This nigga needs shoes. This nigga needs food. Formula? You know how much formula costs? Nah, dog. I can't even go this week, dog. To the club. To the club? Wait a minute.
I was in the house for 2 years. I was in the house for 3 years, Nate.
Me too. Me too. Go out. Go out.
Oh wow.
Oh wow. I can't
Nigga.
do that.
That drink was $12. You know what I could do with $12?
I can't
Shit.
imagine spending $12 on a kid on a drink when I was
What?
buying Pampers.
No.
That shit
No,
is,
not at all.
No.
that shit sound crazy.
I got
Not at all.
the cheapest bottle of liquor I can get.
Right.
But
Liquor.
take my ass to the house.
All right, sorry, y'all.
Because it's either
What?
gas or liquor.
Yo.
I didn't hear nothing that
And
y'all
that's the thing, yo. Some men snap into that reality. Like they just grow up quick, like, okay, wait a minute. I got another life to take care of now. So it's gonna be on me to provide. Like as a man, you just like it's on me. And some dudes just be like, fuck that kid.
Okay.
Fuck them kids.
Facts. Fuck them kids.
I'ma just go make more kids and keep making more kids. Fuck them kids.
Yeah, I used to always say this. I used to be like, damn, I see niggas walking with their dogs. They don't even walk with their kids. Like,
Bruh.
how you got
Yeah,
dogs
that's
and
real life.
you take your dogs for walks, but you don't take a walk with your son.
Every day, faithfully.
So, like I said, some dudes just be like, I got kids, but fuck that. I gotta take care. I gotta do me still. You be like, it ain't no doing you. You brought this into the world. It's y'all. You doing y'all now.
For real.
What you mean, do you?
Even if you ain't around, you still doing y'all.
Yeah, like that can't depend on you. But like I said, some men, yo, it's sad because some dudes in Hartford got kids. They don't even know they kids. They be walking right by them. Like that shit crazy. And Hartford is this big.
Yeah. That's nuts.
I'm sorry, I'm multitasking. Webb trying to come up here, and I don't see him up here, but he's saying he's in the room, and I don't see him in the room.
He in the void.
Yeah, I don't know why it's not. I don't see him in the room. That I add all of y'all on when y'all come on. So I think we all could agree that at some point in time, negative or positive, that bringing a child into a situation, whether it's your own, whether it's your stepchild, that it can either make or break a situation between two people.
Oh yeah. So you know how many times my marriage almost ended behind them goddamn kids?
Damn. Nah, for real.
It'd be like that though, but I mean, like I said, but it's just a matter of you being consistent and knowing that you really want this to work out for y'all to be a family.
And you do have some kids that they will really try to mess up a situation. Like not even so you have the parents where nothing else matters but the person that they deal with. They don't give a fuck if the person did something to their kids. They're not gonna believe their kids. They're gonna be like, whatever, this is my person. I don't believe you. Then you have the kids that actually be like, no, you're not gonna be with anybody. I don't like this person. I'm going to damage this relationship until they leave. So I think when it comes to that, like you got to.
That's who I was.
What you say?
I said that was me as a kid. Fuck
trying to damage the situation.
Yeah, I didn't. My parents, I ain't care on both sides. Like my mother, if she was happy with her husband, I was like, she just threw grits on the nigga in front of me. So I was like, nigga, if you happy with this, that's on you. And then on my father's side, when he got married, I was like, that's your wife. Like, I was always on punishment because I was like, I'm not listening to nothing she say. I don't care. I'm not doing nothing. But like at the end, I learned like the stuff she was teaching me. My mother was babying me, and my stepmother was like the hard one on me. She was like, nah, you go learn to wash clothes. Nah, you go learn to wash dishes. Nah, you go learn to mop a floor. Nah, you go learn to clean up. Nah, you go learn to get dressed, nigga.
And
like,
the whole time you like, bitch, what?
And the whole time, the whole time I'm like, look, I don't gotta listen to you. We had fist fights and everything. Like, I ain't gotta listen to you. Da-da-da. And then when I grew up, I was like, yo, she was a real positive influence in my life. So
yeah, I feel bad
it worked
about
out.
my stepdad like that because he's a really good
Rest
dude.
in peace, Marsha.
Yeah, rest in peace
to your stepmom. Yeah, I feel bad a little bit because my stepdad, he's a good dude. And me and my brain, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, y'all don't be judging me and my mother. Misha said, see, I don't know why StreamYard, you get on my nerves, but some stuff be filtered out, but I can see it on my laptop. So Misha said, toxic hating ass kids. She said, those smart ass grown kids. She said, Rondell, your arms little as
Any nigga don't care.
Yo, Misha, shut up.
I'm trying to eat. Damn. I'm cooking.
Right. As he's making some food.
For his family, see? Hating ass women. I'm over here doing good. And you sit here talking about him. It's a good man over
He
there.
over there cooking for himself and shit. Damn, you gonna talk about his arms? Yo, she's stupid. Not those toxic hating ass kids. Oh man, that was funny.
She like them big arms that make toast.
Oh, that makes toast. Straight out the toaster. Straight out the toaster.
Not them big
Do you
arms
know how to
that
make
order-
toast from
big
scratch?
arms
You
that
know
order
you want
pizza.
fucking with your little ass arms. Like, what? She's stupid. See, I can't. She said you was cutting the shit out of those peppers.
Hell yeah. This salad about to go down. I'm trying to tell you.
So, like I was saying, sorry, Mishi. Now I can see them on my thing. I'm gonna try to pay attention as much as possible to the laptop. But so once when I was maybe like 19, I had moved back home. My mother and I was at work and I got off early, so I had came in my mother's house. Like I was like, what's she doing? I had already moved and got my first apartment, but I had came to check her out. So I come in the house. Sorry, Mom, don't beat me up for telling this. You know we are transparent family.
Oh my God.
So I come in the house and it's
no
like
baby
shit
boys.
knocked all. It's shit knocked all over. I'm like, I go in my mother's room, like the dresser on the other side of the. I see, I just see my mother and him banging out, right? I see my mother. He hit my mother in the back of the head. Yo, me and my mother jumped him. Yo,
Hey, I wouldn't respect nothing else.
On one side punching him in the face, I was on the other side punching him in the face in my work uniform. Like, I know you ain't just punched my.
I wouldn't respect nothing else.
I will never forget that day, yo. Like my mom, she wasn't perfect. She had her mouth and stuff, so whatever. But it wasn't no abusive relationship. But that shit was crazy. Like I walked, I'm like, that made me even more like, nigga, what? Nigga, who? Like you just put my money in the back line. Me and my mother jumped his ass.
See, I'm defensive as shit about my mother. I would have been doing time.
That's what I'm saying.
That would have been the end of me right there.
I'm telling you, I was like, in the back of the head, like, and we was just, I would never forget that. Like, I was like, nah, see, Ma, nah, Ma, see, but nah, their relationship definitely turned out beautiful. Like, I look up to my mom. I always say that shit. I look up to my mom and my stepdad relationship, and it's, nobody perfect, but I'm telling you, like, they've been together for a long time. I look up to them a lot. What's up, Toya? She said, to the parents that don't give a fuck, a child don't change a relationship, which is sad, because I felt that with my mom choosing men over us all my life. Right. That is a very sad, that's a heartbreaking.
That shit hurt.
Yeah. I would never. I would never.
But I think that kind of go along the same lines of like a woman like dealing with somebody, like a man like treating her wrong over and over again. You know what I'm saying? Because if you would do that, then you would be like, nah, let me focus on him and fuck them kids.
That's when a female be like, fuck the kids, I'm in love. This might not happen again. Oh, I need a man in my life. Oh my God, I can't be without a man. And then that nigga leave, and now she looking at the kids like it's y'all fault. He ain't want me because of y'all.
I feel so bad when people have to go through that type of situation with their parents. Like,
but it has THC in it. It has way more.
I wish you would. I wouldn't. I could never do that to my babies. Like,
them shit get you real right.
I'ma listen to their concerns. I'ma listen to why they feel this way or why they might not like this person. And, you know, like Lorraine said earlier, like, you know, you factor in some of that in your decision making, you know, because in reality, if you're building with that person, if that's somebody you're going to be with, like it or not, like, your kids are going to be in your life. Like, I'm not about to be in a relationship where my kids are not a part of the relationship that I'm a part of, especially if it's a real one. Like I said, we're not talking about no fake shit or no, we just having sex type of shit. Like, talking about some real life shit. So my kids they're going to have to be a part of that at some point. So it's like, I can't dismiss my kids when they tell me, like, you know, like, listen, my daughter told me, why is it I don't like him? I don't want him to come to our house no more. And she was like in elementary school. I was like, damn, he ain't never do nothing.
She got that vibe.
You to school when you missed the bus. Like, what you mean? She was not having it. She ain't shit. Well, maybe she just seen something. I don't know, but he never did nothing wrong to her. She just, I don't like him. Why? I don't want him to come over here no more. Okay, I'm at that. So, you know, why? What happened? Why do you want to, you know, have a conversation? I'm not just I'm never gonna blame. Even when I feel like you go through stuff with the children when they're teenagers, like Rondell was saying, he went through some shit. Like, I don't think 100% that you should just always blame your kids or even blame them for why it didn't work. Because at some point in time, y'all should come together as a family and figure out what the problem is and why the children want to be so rebellious towards your other half that you building this bond with, and that the other half probably most likely want to be a part of your life, you know. So it's like y'all gotta come to some type of agreement, understanding, and work on that shit, not just ignoring it like, oh, they just kids, they gonna get over it, this, that, and the third. Like, no, you can't do that. You have to also, you know, you gotta respect, you know, what your kids feel like as well. Unless, like I said, circumstances where the kid just want to be like, man, fuck that, you ain't messing with nobody, and you're done. Yeah. And I don't want them, and I'm gonna do whatever I gotta do for you to get rid of that person. That's different.
Yeah, you can be considerate, but at the end of the day, you know, you are the parent, and your children have to abide by your rules. You don't want to put them in no awkward situation, but you're the parent. You know what I'm saying? It's like you don't get to tell me what to do when I take care of you. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm happy, let me share that happiness with you. And that's why I'm, you know, telling you, hey, I'm with this woman. She's a good person. I like her a lot. What do you think about that? You know, because you're going to be a part of this too. But at the end of the day, it's still my decision. I'm just being slightly considerate because, you know, my child is involved.
Facts. I completely agree with that.
Yeah, being transparent with your kids, man.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. But
that was my mother, y'all. I'm your
parent, not your friend. Shit.
Like, I thought she was about to say, "Why are you?" Can y'all hear me? Because I can't hear y'all.
Yeah, we can hear you.
We heard you almost getting in trouble.
You got in trouble.
No, I can't hear.
You got to go out and come back in. Yeah, you know, kids is brutally honest though. Kids will tell you straight up, like,
I wouldn't come back in again.
They are
nothing else.
Brutally honest.
They're gonna
Hold
go
on,
by
I'm gonna have
what
to
they
go out
see.
because I can't hear you, Nate.
They go tell you exactly how they feel. So
exactly, a kid ain't gonna never lie to you. Ask a child or anything.
Oh man, yo, my son came in the living room today, right? He said, "Daddy, I know what I want to be when I get older." I said, "Oh shit, what you want to be?" This little nigga said, "I want to be a protagonist." I said, "What?" He said, "A protagonist. You know, the person that take photos." I said, "Oh, a photographer." He said, "Oh yeah, that right there." I said, "This little nigga crazy."
That's all like so your ass would have said
that. Crazy. That's my son.
I missed everything because I keep having to come in and out. I'm so okay, but anyways.
Oh shit.
You can hear us now. You back?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
What I'm saying is, you know, kids though, they are brutally honest. Like,
yeah, as I said, you want somebody to tell you the truth? Ask a little kid. They ain't gonna lie to you.
Ask a kid.
They gonna tell you the truth. especially my 4-year-old, I'll be like, oh my God, you way too blunt for me, girl. She be saying stuff to me. I be like, damn, it be your own kids, yo.
My daughter, my 7-year-old, my 8-year-old, she said, "Daddy, why you don't grow your hair?" I was like, "Baby, because I can't." The fuck? Daddy old, baby.
They really be trying to get you. Them kids be saying some shit that hurt your feelings. You be like,
oh yeah.
She was like,
Definitely.
"You like being bald, Dad?" I was like, "Baby, I don't got no choice." Oh my God, brutal.
Yo, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with Webb because I can't get him up here.
When we try to send him the link?
Yeah, please.
Let me see.
Before we end this, because he wants to come on. Let Webby Webb come on. Oh, by the way, I want to say congratulations to 2 of the Talk with Teezy, Venus versus Mars family members, because they, moving on, new endeavors in their life. First, I want to shout out LeRae. Then I want to shout out Rondell. Congratulations to y'all, all that y'all have going on with y'all new endeavors in life. Keep it pushing. And
appreciate you.
You're welcome.
Appreciate
and 2, if you listen in Web, if you still up here, try to come on. Congratulations to you and your new endeavors too. Always got to show that support and that love. All right, so let me send this to. All right, yeah. All right, so we touched on step parenting with children. We touched on parenting, just end the relationship together and why men so quick to back away from it. Thank you guys for letting us females know, because sometimes I just don't understand it. Like, why is that the go-to? Like, yo, what you gonna do? So thank y'all for kind of breaking that down a little bit. What else we touched on that? We touched on parents that don't give a fuck, that their relationship matter more to them than their kids. We talked about kids. Little LeRae Jr. right there. It's like messing up when they're younger, trying to mess up their relationship between the spouse and the parent. And then we touched on taking the kids, still dealing with the kids outside of the relationship when the relationship is over. So I kind of want to go back to that because a lot of people have problems with that. Like, there's so many people that have problems with what y'all said about taking the kids after the relationship is over. And I think, honestly, I feel like more men might have, I don't know if I'm right, this is just what I think, that like more men have issues sometimes with that more than women. Like, when it comes to like not being with that person anymore, or like they're not about to take, like, how would you feel as the dad, and then that your kid's mom broke up with that person and they're no longer together, but she hits you up and say something like, well, so and so, he wanted to come take the kids for ice cream, blah 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 blah. He got his kids with him. Like, as a man, knowing that your kid's mom is not with that person anymore, how would you feel about that? Like, would you be upset that they built that bond and he still wanted to continue it, or is that something that you like cool with? You understand it? Does it depend on the situation?
So, well, you go ahead, Rondell.
I'm missing something. So if 2 people break up and they have children together, and now the other parent moves on, or is
no? Yeah. So 2 people have kids. They're not together. They've been not together.
Mm-hmm.
But the mom moves on. She has a boyfriend at the time. The boyfriend builds a relationship with the kids. It could be a boy or a girl. But then eventually the mom and that person, they break apart. As you being the biological father, she calls you up like, hey, so want to take the kids out for ice cream, blah, blah, blah.
Why?
As the biological father, knowing that they're not together anymore, that's a no.
Why? Yeah. But why?
Yeah, why you want to, y'all ain't married? Like, why you want to take my child out? That sounds like some footy. That sounds like some.
You're not with his mother, so what's I don't get it.
See, I think that men have more.
That sounds like some last 48 shit to me.
I'm in that situation.
I can understand if me and the mother of my kids part ways, and her new man wants to be around my children. Then yeah, of course, he and I are gonna have a conversation first. But some nigga you used to mess with still wants to hang out with my kids. I don't think so.
So, but see, you know what? So my brother father, like I said, we didn't have a man in the house, but my brother father did like raise us. Like he always calls me like his oldest daughter, even to this day. My mom and my brother father, who I call Pops, my mom and him haven't been together for years. But we still call him dad. He still might do for us if need be. Like, so you think that when him and my mom stopped being with each other, that he should have just like abandoned us? Just wanted to abandon. He should have just abandoned the whole situation.
Nah, but that's different because that's your brother's father. Like he's gonna be in your life because you linked to him through your brother. But just some regular dude that she was dating that they broke up, like
that's weird.
Nah, get you what you gotta do with my child. You ain't got nothing to do with my child. Like
that's weird.
That's just
So my situation, like my ex, she moved on, had a kid with a guy, and they developed a family. You get what I'm saying? But then once they broke up, he maintained a relationship with my daughter. I mean, they shared the kid together, so they would spend time together. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna keep it a stack. I made sure that it was like clearly understood that I'm like a crazy dad, and if I hear anything, I'm gonna just take it for what it is, and I might well burn down your house. I told him I'm gonna burn down this house with whoever the fuck is in it. And
I understand that.
I think I think we got an understanding now.
I would hope so.
Misha said
I will hope so as well.
You gonna burn the house down?
Because I don't care about our
kneecaps.
Either way, I'm going to jail. So I'm like
smiling, Matt. Look, where I'm about to show you, I'm gonna be smiling just as hard as I'm cheesing in my actual permit license. I'm gonna be like this in jail.
She gonna take a picture with it. They're gonna be like, turn sideways. She gonna be like.
Yo, Misha said because they think that when they take the kids, you about to go be a hoe.
Yo.
Right. And
listen, y'all men do be thinking like that. Some men. Oh man, that's funny.
Yeah. Go be a hoe. Just give me my kid.
What you about to go do?
Why you gotta be a reason niggas thinking like that?
He's fully watching the kids. Don't worry about why I'm dressed up. Oh, you about to go? Nah, I ain't watching. Hey, look, I ain't watching.
Go out and have fun. I'll take my kids. You go knock yourself out. Knock yourself out.
Bring my kids.
And go find somebody that's gonna make you happy.
Yeah.
So you can leave me the fuck alone.
Or is that just a thing that women think that men think that way? Because it sounds like
some do, just not all of us.
Some do. All of us don't. Like.
Right.
I said, I don't care what you do. Just pay. If you want to go out, bring me my kids. Shit, I know they all right.
Right.
Yeah. I know they straight with me. So. And it'll take my attention.
Yeah, most importantly, find somebody that will make you happy.
So you can stop calling me.
So wait, we all could agree. What's up, Web? You ain't saying nothing. What up,
Web? Oh, I was talking. Y'all talking. I'm talking. I'm listening. I'm giving my input.
Goddamn, Web. I thought that was Liv with dreads for a second.
Yeah, sound good. I just seen him yesterday, yo. I just about to see him yesterday. I ain't seen him in a long time. I smacked him in the head with the by accident. He got hit in the head with the screen door.
Web looking all sharp over there. He got the fresh white shirt on with the collar.
I'm fresh out of work is what's going on.
I see.
I got a lot going on, man. I'm glad to be back on the show though.
I know we've been.
I just got to get out of work early enough to hop on in time to you know what I mean? Talk my shit.
Well, have you been listening while you were working?
Say again?
Were you listening while you were working?
No, because we were cleaning up to go, and my boss is
he
be funny about how long we on the clock. You know how that go. So
So you kind of see what we're talking about since you've been on.
So I jumped on when I was leaving, when I got out. But I couldn't connect. We had that conversation.
Yeah.
But I was listening to what you were saying just now about if you no longer with your partner or your kid's parents, the other parent, and somebody they're no longer dating wants to come take the kid. I think it's weird. I mean, it depends on how close of a relationship you got with the dude. If y'all ever had a relationship, you get what I'm saying? Then it's like you might be a little more understanding in situations, but for the most part, I think it's a weird thing to just like show up and be like, "Oh, I'm gonna take."
I don't know. Check the box.
I'm bringing my kid to take your kid. No, bro. No.
I don't check the mail. Don't nothing come for me but bills. So I ain't looking for that.
What you said if they taking, even if they have their kids with them.
Yeah, because like, I mean, if I'm not contacted about it, I need to be contacted about it first.
That's what I'm saying. So if the mom poured you, that's what I was asking. Like Rondell, Lorraine, and Nate was like, nah. But that's what I was saying. Like if the mom pour you, like, listen, so and so, you know, he still might have the connection with her. He want to take him out. Is how you feel about that? That's a no go for you.
No. She gotta go too. If she going is one thing.
He said she gotta go too. Give me my child, bitch. Give me my kid. Pass it back. Pass it back.
Like for real.
You're fucking up. Like I said, it's okay. If the other person got a kid, and the kids is tight, I can understand. But for a grown ass person to be calling about some kids and they ain't got no kids, like that's weird to me, dog.
I mean, to be honest, I definitely understand what you're saying. If they don't have any kids, I kind of
that's weird.
Because I probably might be freaked out a little bit too. Like, motherfucker, what? Especially a guy want to take my daughter and anybody. But I don't know.
My daughter or my son, like that's weird.
Either, right?
What? You want to come pick up my son so y'all can do what? Like, what y'all gonna talk about? The fuck?
Basketball game?
They trying to get information. Like you said earlier, like, so who your mom?
Y'all can talk about that at the crib. Y'all can sit on the porch and talk about that. Y'all ain't gotta go. Y'all ain't gotta go nowhere.
Y'all
like,
wait till Mr. Frosty pull up and get an ice
cream.
Take my child.
Take my kid. And I don't even know you. Nah.
I'm one of them dudes. If me and my girl ever break up and she called me and be like, "Yeah, the kids is out with my boyfriend," I'm probably gonna be there with the gun. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. I'm probably gonna pull up. I'm probably gonna pull up because yeah. Wait a minute.
Yeah, I said, especially if there wasn't a conversation. You just
I'm pulling up. Like,
with who? Like,
he took him to the park.
Yeah,
so y'all niggas been dating for 2 months and he took my kids to the park. I don't know that nigga.
Not 2 months. That ain't shit. You ain't taking my kid nowhere. 2 months.
We ain't have no conversation. We got hold up.
What park they at?
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, for real.
I mean, I agree with y'all. I ain't gonna lie, I agree with y'all. Well, if that's a little bit of time. I mean, like longevity though. That's when I keep saying that. That's what I mean, like longevity. Not no.
Even on the flip side, if I got a girl, we broke up, and I got a girl, and I got my kids with me, I'm not just gonna leave my kids with her. Like,
she ain't bringing my kids.
I can see my baby mother going crazy over that. So I'll be like, nah, my kids about to come with me. We cool. I'll talk to you later. I can't just be like, yeah, what up? Oh, I ain't got the kids right now. I left them with my girl.
What?
I can already see my baby mother like, what? Nigga, I'm coming over there. I can see that already.
At this point, my baby, I wish the fuck he would be.
Yeah, see?
Exactly.
So I see the flip side.
That's crazy because I'm a product of that.
You not about to leave my kids with your alcoholic ass girl. I don't give a fuck.
I'm a product of that. Like my stepdad, even
sorry.
That's my home.
Sorry.
Yo, she crazy.
Not happening. I don't want to have to shoot nobody. Nope.
And then it also come back to, like you said before, security. Like, I don't know where she live at. Like, I don't know where he live at. Why he got my kids? I don't know who trying to kill that nigga. Like, He driving through Hartford with my kids, knowing he got beef with the other side of town. Now they shooting up the car with my kids in it. I'm coming. I'm gonna kill somebody. Like somebody got to die.
But that goes back to one of our other shows when we talked about like protecting our kids from certain things, regardless if it's the other parent or not. Like it's certain shit that you just don't want your kids around. You just like, nah, like I'm not doing that, yo. Like if you can't be mature enough to want to protect your
But
kids
what
from
if he was
certain
always
shit?
good to your kids and did your kids very well?
What you say, Tosh?
What if they were good to your kids? Like, okay, like what if like for me, like I said, my stepdad is like to this day, even my mom and him broke up when I was like 14, 15. But he's always been my dad in my life, even bigger than my biological father, to the point where you feel me? Like he, to this day, still to this day, like that's my dad. And my biological father would get jealous, but you can't be mad at the fact that this man put in more time and more work than you have.
Well, see,
And he would
that's what
come
we
get
can't
me
talk
from my
about that.
mother's house, and my father would be upset. But I mean, what can you do when
Some men be
this is
jealous
my
because
stepdad
they
is my
weren't the
stepdad.
father that they needed to be to you. So they're jealous. That's another thing that some of y'all men, not y'all, I'm just saying in general, like some men, they be jealous because they see
Look,
how
I'm talking
somebody
as
else
a child who's
cares
in this
and love for their
situation.
kid because they can't do that or they weren't taught how to do that or they don't want to take the time out to learn to be a good dad or whatever. So they be so mad at the other person that they see that like, yo, my kid really grew this bond with this person. Like, how dare they? But no, how dare you?
Right.
If I ain't taking care of
On
my
the flip
Right.
kids,
side
nobody
though,
can.
but on the flip side, like women utilizing kids to
I can't hear you,
manipulate
Lorraine. You sound
relationships.
real low.
Yeah, my man.
No, I was saying on the flip side, women using kids to
Tashi,
manipulate relationships.
Yep.
I mean, if you like, yeah, thank you. All right, go ahead. What you said?
No, I was saying like on the flip side of that, women utilizing kids to manipulate relationships, make
All the
relationships
time.
how
Give
they
me an
want to make
example.
them.
All
You get
the
what I'm saying?
time.
Give me an example.
Like your baby mother
Like
being like,
make you look like you
so
lying. Make you look like you the. I'm not to cut you off, Lorraine. My bad. But I'm going through that. You get what I'm saying? Like, nah, real shit.
hold on,
I'm
I'm gonna
going through
stop it
that.
Wait,
before
but
you get
wait,
yourself in
wait.
trouble.
I
Don't
know
get
what that's
yourself in
like.
trouble. Don't get yourself in trouble, Web.
Get myself in trouble.
You on a good road, man.
Listen. I'm not
But
getting myself in trouble,
let me
brother.
just say this though.
Wait, Web, wait, okay, wait. Let him go first and then you
Huh?
gonna go after. Go ahead. Go ahead, Lorraine. Finish saying what
She
you were
said she
saying.
left
Then
for the
Web got something to say.
Like I know this guy, right? His name probably start with an L or something like that. But I know this guy that he had a relationship with his baby mother that he didn't want to have in order to be able to have access to his kids. Like it's some men out here that a woman she won't let you see your kids unless you coming over there and having sex with them,
Or
and it don't got nothing to do with the kids. You
yeah,
feel me?
Very true.
very true.
And once you put the key in the lock, then you got free access. But if you're not doing that, then no, you can't see him or it's a problem or something.
That's not right.
That's just an example. It's something that I just pulled out of the sky.
Yeah, but that's not right.
I don't care what nobody says. I respect the men who will step up and spend time with somebody else's child. At the end of the fucking day, I mean, if that's what it takes, it ain't even about you and your feelings, baby. It's about that motherfucking child. That child want this love and gonna get it. I used to live with my stepdad at one point. Like I used to live with him. You feel me? And, like him and my mother wasn't even together no more. Like I used to live with him.
Shit.
Like that was my homie. And he
And
still is to this day. Like I talked to him earlier today. Like I call him dad. That's my dad. Like you feel
Right,
me?
that's how we
My
are
father
with
used to
my
get real mad. My biological father used to get real mad. But what can I say?
my brother father bought
I
all of
gotta
us
go
our
be
first cars. First cars. He got 5 kids of his own, 4. he brought all of us our first cars. Like, that's what I'm saying. Him and my mom been not together. Like, but to this day, I could call him like, "What's up, pops?" You know, check on him. How you doing? Like, he comment on pictures and all this. Like, like, that's dad. Like, regardless if my mom have been with him,
that's a specific
Nate's saying
situation.
the difference is because my brother is his father, so that's the difference of why it makes it like the situation a little bit better and kind of like Lorraine. Wait, I don't know if it's the same situation, but
kinda. Yep.
yeah.
But that's a different situation. Like I said, that was something that was formed. We talking about we don't agree with random niggas around our kids. That's all I'm saying.
That nigga she just picked up at the bar last night.
Some nigga you just met don't need to be around my kid. That motherfucker shouldn't even know where you live at.
Oh shit.
But we've been together 3 months. That ain't got shit to do with it. Like
90 days.
That's not
Get the fuck out of here.
That's not
I'm sorry. I gotta go and be a free chauffeur. One of these little motherfuckers that came out.
Free Uber.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming on.
I appreciate y'all. It was a pleasure. I'm still gonna tune in while I'm chauffeuring for free.
You have to do that.
Tell me get one of them downtown scooters.
Downtown scooters.
Right.
Make sure you get rated.
If I could jailbreak it. Because he'll have me paying for that shit too.
You get your ratings up.
I don't know why I gave this nigga
pay for what you said to me last time. Man. Don't be telling the people that. Don't be telling them to jailbreak.
I ain't telling them to do that.
Oh my God.
I'm just saying that.
That's what happened to all them bikes we had downtown. There was jailbreaking them bikes. Them niggas was keeping them shits in their basement. That shit was crazy.
Oh my God. See y'all next week.
Later, man.
Have a good night and be safe. Yup. Later.
Yeah. Now to say my piece. Lorraine gone, so he ain't gonna cut me off. I want to finish.
Go ahead, Web. Yo, you stupid.
Nah, for real, because it should be real. Because the examples like that, but then there's also examples like when let's say a baby, she doing that to impress the new nigga. You get what I'm saying? Like putting the baby around him and doing stuff with the baby around him to look good in his eyes. That's a different thing.
And that's on her.
It can be the cause of things sometimes. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's on her though.
That's just the ass whooping she got to take.
I don't like them steps parents that come in too quick trying to play the like role too
the
fast.
father role or the mother role.
Like,
yeah, that's crazy.
Brakes, pump your brakes, like they want that role so bad.
Yeah, that's just the fuck down. Who are you?
I just hate when people do that. I hate when people do that, but then they have kids that they don't even talk to.
They don't take exactly.
You don't take care of your child,
right? Or you let your kid do whatever they want. And you go try to play stepmommy role with my kid. Pump your motherfucking brakes, okay? We gonna do this the right way.
That's when you tell the kids to play baby.
Like,
put the baby kid syndrome on them. Act the fuck up.
That
kids are turning to baby.
They saying they don't want no baby kids. And they said if he get a baby kid, he out.
I'm out. You ain't even gotta worry about it. It's a smash and go.
I'm talking about when a new nigga try to come play stepdaddy role. That's when the niggas definitely try to turn the baby kids. Let me have some kids. And the nigga be like, oh, let me have some kids. And the nigga be like, oh, my new girlfriend around the kids, And the kids be like, I don't like her. She thinks she on. I don't know the fuck she thinks she is. My like, you know, I can't be acting. I don't like her. She act like she run me. She told me what to do. She snatched me. She told me to sit down. She was real loud. Yelled at me. You know, kids. You know, they act real ratchet, right? So then you tell them, okay, that's turn the baby on her.
Earlier, but you ain't about to put your hands on my kids. Not
mine. Not mine.
Like
you see,
my little cousins be jumping in niggas. The mom's nigga.
You gotta let that be known off top. Like, look, if we gonna be together and you got kids, understand, I be kids. That includes yours. So if you want to grow up right,
well, motherfucker, no, I think that's gonna.
We gonna have that conversation. Like, look,
Yeah,
look,
I
little
don't play
nigga.
that bullshit.
Look, little nigga. I'm old school.
Right. And it's not even so much as just listening to me. It's like you gonna respect your mother too. If you don't listen to your mother and she don't do what she say, I'm on your ass too.
I mean, no, I would never like. I think it depends on just the
It
length of
depends
the.
on the mother. Thank you, Shantae.
Yeah,
Shantae.
the mother got to work with you
It
on
depends
that.
on the moms, because sometimes you go in there piggybacking off of a mother and the mother wrong. And now as a nigga, you trying to gain some authority, some kind of authority type in the house for her, and she's wrong.
What y'all talking
Yeah.
about?
You can't always just do
And
that.
the mother with the
I'm listening.
bullshit, and
I'm
she's
doing
trying to
food.
she's trying to play sides. Like, don't hit my child, and she know the child wrong, and she wants you to help him out.
Like,
Well,
Well,
yeah,
that's
that
another
can be an
situation.
issue.
yeah.
I mean, but see, we would have to be together for a while before
Oh no,
I
that's why I
like.
said. That's why I said what I said. If we're going to do this long term, understand this is the type of parent that I'm going to be. You know what I'm saying? We both going to discipline these kids and raise them right and do what we have to do for them to grow up properly.
Right.
It's not just me, and it shouldn't just be her, but it's like, don't fight me against on that. You know what I'm saying?
Especially in front of
Don't
them.
make me to be the bad
They
guy.
won't be able to
Yeah,
play
don't
both
make me have
sides.
to be the bad guy while you know what I'm saying? That's not cool.
Right. And I feel like the home is not, you can't make the
Not
home not
if
gonna
you
be right
separated.
if it's that type of thing where it's just that parent like, oh, I'm gonna do all the chastising because that's my kid, and you can't have no parts, but then they
Right.
want you to help buy the kid clothes or
Right.
take the kid
Exactly.
here to their doctor's appointments, but you're gonna
If
tell
I put
me
food in
that
this
when the
house,
kid is wrong, I can't chastise him. So
if
yeah,
I
I
put
get
food
that.
in this house, I help pay bills and get them the stuff that they need. God damn it, they're gonna listen to me too.
I know that's
Right. I get that.
You ain't my daddy. You ain't my daddy. The fuck? I don't care how much money you put in this apartment. You ain't my motherfucking daddy.
No,
I'll
don't
be,
be like that.
That's
I'll
how
be
they
like,
gonna
yes,
get
the
it with
fuck I
that. You ain't
am.
my fucking daddy. Fuck you
And then
think.
a person just gotta know, like, you gotta know that this person ain't gonna be overboard. Like, you just can't be overboard.
Yeah, y'all gotta have a mutual respect on
It
that.
has to be, that's a certain
Like,
type
I
of
don't
safety
think
has to
that
be
if I
there.
let you hit my kid once, that you gonna do some type of popping that, you know,
Nah.
that you just end up going crazy stupid. Where I'm gonna just whop
No
your ass like.
See, I'm the type of person that let mom go first. If I feel like if y'all gotta call me, if mom has to call dad, the children have a problem. If y'all ain't listening to your mother and I gotta step in, everybody getting fucked up.
My kid's father always say, you can't be the good guy and the bad guy. I would have to be the bad guy because it's like you're trying to play two parts.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Sometimes it's just like that, you know.
When a man come in the room, you know, you're supposed to be like,
yeah.
Even though with the mother come in the room, I don't give a damn either. Everybody, but you know, we always do our little talkings or whatever. But at some point, we do need that help where we know that if your dad come through, it's over.
Like, oh, you know what? I'm calling your father. Watch how they shape up.
Yeah, I definitely do have that pull.
He would hit my daughters. Like, he would never hit them. He'll hit his son, but he will not hit my daughters. And then one time he got mad at me because I think, like, I don't know, Tracy was like getting smart with her mouth or whatever, but I ain't say nothing. I didn't say anything because I was letting him deal with it. But he got mad at me like, oh, you gonna let her just talk to me like this? I'm like, I'm letting you be the dad and handle it. But he got mad at me because he like, you know, I'm not gonna put my hands on her. I'm like, oh, I was just trying to let you deal with it because she was, I don't know.
And kids start to understand they know how you play. So
they understand the manipulation.
They try to, manipulation.
They get the manipulation going.
That's all.
Like, if we don't agree on something, like, my thing is we got to go to the cut. I'm going to let you finish out your sentence with the kid. But if it was something that I didn't agree, we're going to have to talk about that after. I'm not going to sit here and go crazy and start going ham. Unless it's something that I have to say right now. If we can get through it right there in front of their face. But my kids know, I don't care. Just because your father right here, I only got to give a look. Don't forget.
Right.
Yeah.
We about to have this team meeting real quick.
Yeah.
And we be back.
And
y'all both should want that same respect because y'all don't want the kid to play you. Like, you can sit some woman or men, like people who don't be in their kids' life, they'll sit there and try to play the good person, giving them clothes, giving them this and that. But they don't see the bad part. You're not taking care of the bad part. You just want to be there for the good. You looking like the good person.
Yep. See, I'm the father that'll take your new clothes. I take your new sneakers the day you get them.
And they were like, "Why? You should just do this." That's stuff that makes people go crazy.
Yeah, like nah.
And then that's the parent they want to be with. Nah, they ain't here for the real deal. Please.
And that means then you got to let them know. See, that person don't really truly love you, because what I'm doing, I'm gonna make sure that you're not gonna be acting like this and that, like a spoiled person or whatever. You see, my kids know. You might see this person getting an Xbox, a dirt bike, or this and that, but you are you smart in academics. You can ask that kid what's 5 + 5, and they don't even know it.
Right.
You about to be 18 soon. You gotta think about your life. I be letting my daughters know that, so they be looking at other people's kids like.
Yeah, that's why I be arguing with my son over that. He'd be like, "Well, my friends can stay up to 2, 3 in the morning on a Tuesday."
Always talking about what
I'd be like, "Yeah, they don't live here. Their parents don't let them.
Those ain't my kids."
Why are you talking to me about that?
No, I be like, those ain't my kids. I don't care.
Right.
Chasing be sitting with all these strict mom memes and shit. I be like,
my daughter, she be sometimes feeling like, she be like she didn't notice something, like she wasn't up on this game that some other people knew. But I was like, when you ask them about, she asked about math questions or whatever, nobody don't know it. But I'm like, look at the difference. Would you rather talk like that or be like yourself? Because that shit ain't gonna get you nowhere when you turn 18.
Right. Web.
Yo.
Oh, he's still there.
I'm waiting for Web to be like, "See, y'all just causing trauma."
So no,
I know where he at.
I'm just like, man, I'm a firm believer in spoiled children become entitled adults.
I'm going through it. I'm not with my daughter right now, and it's because her mother's on some bullshit. You get what I'm saying? I spend every day with my daughter. And because somebody else is she wants somebody else in the picture. She trying to make me look bad.
That's fucked up.
That was our earlier conversation.
That's fucked up.
Of course it's fucked up.
But your daughter,
conversations can't happen because.
I mean, as long as your daughter knows that you're genuine and that you really did for her, it won't matter. But that's fucked up though.
Very much so. Because at the end of the day,
I gotta go to court now.
I think us as women,
take her ass to court.
Women and men, but like if y'all have a good father in the life, let him be in the life. Like let him be in their children's life. Like don't be trying to do
especially if he wants to be in the life.
Shit. If he's a good parent, we ain't talking about all that other stuff we talk about. But if he's somebody that's trying and want to be in their kid life and doing what he needs to do on his end the right way, then to be spiteful, that's corny. Like I've never understood that.
I think especially if y'all already been doing something a certain way. If you already been doing this every day, like you've been doing this is what y'all do, to just stop it off completely. That's where it's like, that's when you know it's out of spite or whatever, because you just stopping it out completely. But if two people don't really know each other, or they didn't really gain that relationship, even with the child involved. And then we wondering why the woman, she be like, no, you can't see my kid because you haven't really got the kid that much. Then it's a different situation. But if you've been doing it, it's grimy. But other females, if you haven't been in the child life, and it's fine that you want to be a dad and all, but it's levels to it. It's just levels to a woman. It goes real deep. A kid is not a toy.
Yeah.
You cannot pick my kids up like they a doll. Pick them up off the shelf when you're ready to play with them, and put their asses back when you done and feel like saying, I don't want to be a dad. She's trying to keep my kids from me. No, nigga, you keeping yourself from your kids. I'm not about to let you keep dealing with my kids.
Nobody likes unexpected calls. Unexpected calls is the worst. Like if you call out of the blue for the kid, you don't know what that person had planned, or they're not even thinking. Nobody thought about you. It's good that you want to take the kid, but for you to just say, "Oh, I want to take my kid." Oh, now that I want to take my kid, no, you supposed to have been doing this. That out of the blue stuff, I don't like that, because then you start thinking stuff like maybe he's trying to take the kid or do this. It's just like protection mode just come on.
Yeah, I think it's levels to it, but I don't think that's right, Web, just to prove a point to another guy. Like at the end of the day, if that's what's really going on and she's doing that, her karma gonna come to her. You feel me?
Oh hell yeah, that's definitely gonna come back to work.
People gonna be needing you before you need them.
Because you're doing all that work to impress somebody else, and then when that nigga walk away, you standing there looking stupid.
And now you gonna want my help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this one thing I don't like, yeah, guys. Some guys do this, and even like people I know, they told me, I'm like, but that's corny to me. Like, so even like y'all hear how y'all talking about how Webb saying like his baby mother being funny, you know. So it's the other way around too. Like I know guys that'll be funny like towards the kid's mom to try to teach them a lesson, but I'm like, but you got the kids in the middle of that. Like I know like they won't take their kids because they trying to prove a point to the mom. Like I'm not. Well, you think you gonna call last minute, ask me to take them? Oh, watch this. So now you're trying to prove a point. So you're not taking your kids because you're trying to prove that point. But in reality, you hurting your kids, not the situation in which you're trying to prove a point to the kid's mom. Like that's mad corny when people do that too. Like, why are you doing that?
That's dumb.
You putting the kids in the middle of it. Like I don't like when people put the kids in the middle of grown-up situations.
That irks me. I don't like when adults do that either. The kids ain't got nothing to do with what the adults go through, and I don't like when adults put children in their business. It's like they don't even understand the situation.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I don't like that either. Like
at all.
Why these kids too grown?
Yeah, like I said though, I don't know. Well, we gonna pray for your situation. Need to get better. Because I know
they always do get better. Things come in your favor when you, as long as you stay the course and do the right thing.
Yeah,
it always come back to you in a whole different type of way that you ain't never expected.
Nate, what are you doing? I'm sorry, Nate, funny as hell. He over
trying to get the last bit of this drink out this cup.
Just sip my cup.
Yeah.
This was a good topic. I don't know. Today I just was like, not even today. Before that, I just was brainstorming and I was like talking to people, and I just couldn't come up with something. And then just out of nowhere, like it just popped in my head, like, oh, this is a good topic. Because a lot of people deal with this when it comes to, you know, like we talked about earlier, getting pregnant. Then all of a sudden we're not together no more. Like how? Like I said, we touched on a lot of different things. We touched on the step parenting. We touched on a lot of things tonight pertaining to this topic. We did good, y'all. We didn't go off course like we normally do.
Yeah, because this one has a lot.
It has a lot of layers.
It goes so many different ways.
Right.
But we all know that one person's situation just can't talk for everybody's. That's for sure.
Everybody's is different. So this was good. I think I told Tiffany, but I want to start, which we used to do in the beginning of Web. Remember when we first started the show and we would end the show, like, you know, everybody had their different perspectives, or we would kind of end the show with like a positive, just a positive thing overall for whatever the topic is. So I kind of want to get back to that. Like when we're about to end the show, you guys, let's just maybe either all say something positive about what the topic is, that we could give to the viewers and the fans so they could take with them. Of course, they're going to take a lot of things that we talked about tonight, but either that or, you know, one of us could sum up something and we can move from there. But I think that that's important that we do that too at the end of the show.
What was the title of tonight's episode?
Well, we can't hear you.
What was the title of tonight's episode?
Damn. Wait, no, because I word
the child in a relationship. Does having a child affect? Well, I don't know.
Can a child change the relationship? Yes. Shout out to Nate for helping me with the title.
First try too. First try.
Right. I was like,
look, so we definitely know that those situations when you ain't married or whatever, and y'all boyfriend and girlfriend, and he's been there in the child's life, or she's been in somebody's child's life. It might just have to end because y'all the relationship is not going nowhere. It's no need to keep the child straggling along when the relationship is not going nowhere.
Yeah.
Right.
So we knew that in the first beginning. Mm-hmm.
Nate.
My positivity advice is just don't bring the kid into it at the beginning. Like you can't do it. You don't know that person. It's like dating. You got to get to know that person before you can let your kids get to know that person.
Yep. Tosh. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna go with Rondell.
Why you walk through the other door?
Oh wait.
My positive advice is, I would say, don't bring nobody around your kids until you feel comfortable bringing them around your kids. I say a time limit should be at least like 6 to a year, 6 months to a year. Get to know a person to bring around your kids. And then 2, don't put the kids in the business. The kids should never change any relationship. The kids should not even be involved in nobody adult relationship anyway at all, period.
Okay.
Like they shouldn't have no say so if they're crying, any of that should not affect the kids' relationship with with friends. But yeah, that's just keep the kids out the business.
Thank you for that, Rondell.
Parenting is a team effort. Y'all got to work together, or else it ain't gonna work. We can't let the kids play y'all against each other. Y'all have to work together and raise them kids right. Communication and comprehension should equal consistency. So it's just something that y'all got to work to. It's work. It's not easy. You can't take it as a walk in the park, because it ain't. Kids are different. My kids are different from y'all kids and vice versa. So you got to do the work.
I like that. Web, I know you just came on, but
Don't get kids involved in adult business.
That's the main one. That's like
that's the top one.
That's key.
That's kind of what I think Tosh was saying. But yep, I agree with that. That's something you have to learn. And let me see my positive.
If you're gonna be honest with your child, be honest with them in a way that a child can understand.
Yeah. You got to bring it to their level.
I feel like not many people know how to do that.
Yeah.
Not many people know how to communicate properly with children nowadays, because in a sense, we still battling, child stuff ourselves. So, like, there's people who can't speak to a child properly. You know what I mean?
You shouldn't weaponize the child. You shouldn't use the child as a weapon. That's just disgusting right there.
That's number one.
Right. Right.
But it happens so much in society. It happens so much.
I agree. Do not use the child as a weapon, men or women.
Both. Yep.
But then again, everybody have their own definition and feelings of what is using a child as a weapon. Like Tiffany said earlier, just a little while ago, it could be that the parent not coming around like they supposed to, or like they should be, and then they want to pop up. Now all of a sudden, oh, you're using my child as a weapon, keeping them from me. No, I'm not. I'm protecting my child. So it's different. People look at that too as like, okay, this might mean that a weapon, that you're keeping my child as a weapon versus what somebody else might mean. But it's never a good or positive thing to intentionally use your kid as a weapon towards their parent, their other parent. That's not cool.
And that other person know the truth. They know the truth.
Yeah, you gotta take your emotions.
They just trying to make you look like a different way to other people.
Yeah.
Right.
Take your feelings and your emotions out of it.
Right.
And fear, separate. We gotta realize that fear, separation, all that stuff. We gotta learn to communicate, or take a breather, figure out what's really going on. Because like we said earlier, when somebody get pregnant, that was if you find out that a woman is pregnant, before you react in a negative way, you want to think, and just don't be fear of the unknown. It's a life. No. It's a life. Just man up. You feel me? Yep. It's coming. The baby is going to grow up, and then you're going to want to be in that life. So just treat the woman nice in the beginning.
Right. I was just about to say that. I was going to say that as my positive, or part of my positive is exactly what you said. Like,
how you treat that woman is how somebody going to treat your child. Remember that curse will come down on your kid. However, whatever you do, that will follow your kid in ways that you don't know.
Right. Or while you pregnant with that person, with the kid, all that stress and all that extra stuff that the woman has to deal with, best believe that that's happening with your child as well. Like, so you got to be careful, man, when y'all, like y'all said, y'all don't know that y'all dealing with a different person when we carry it, but y'all hurting y'all child too at the end of the day when we really like yelling, arguing, fighting, whatever it is, like, or you leaving and now I'm all emotional. Like my kid, you know, that affects the baby inside. So a positive for that is men try to approach the situation no matter how scary or fearful it might be, because us as women, like I said, we feel the same way. But y'all have
we
to approach
carrying,
it
we
in a better
holding.
manner. Right. That's a positive. I think another positive is making sure, like all y'all said, like just don't bring your kid around somebody so quick. Like make sure you do your research. Make sure you know who you kind of dealing with when it comes to bringing your kids around them.
Right.
Then another positive thing that the said earlier was to damn it, it just went out my head that quick. I forgot. I'm gonna come back to it. But another positive thing, like it was just so, I mean, it was a lot of negative things we talked about, but I do want to try to leave it more so positive. Oh, you know that kids, they're just blessings. Like they are a blessing. So you know, if you know how many people don't have the chance to have children. You know, so when a life is coming and a life is made, it
we
comes
are
with
a
some
gift to the world,
difficulties, but it's a blessing. So you got to look at it like that. Like it's a blessing. Man, you just drinking your cup like
right? You hear that ice go.
he like whatever. Like no, I'm just trying to think of all the positive things that we kind of talked about
Nah,
today.
but that blessing part is something serious, though. We really got to realize that we all are gifts to the world. We all got a part to play. We don't know who about to be the next president or why. This is bigger than us. Having children is bigger than us. So no
Don't
matter
try to be in my
if it
kid
ain't
life when they
planned or
popping.
whatever. Huh?
No, I'm saying don't try to be in my kid life when they just doing some big shit. Now
Right.
that's my kid.
Son, how you doing, son?
We all have a purpose, and that's just like we could say now. Like I could. This is one thing that I want to say. You know, like it's crazy how the older generation, like they worse. Cause some people could vouch that the older generation is a little much worse than the young generation. A lot of them had their mothers and fathers, and now that the mothers and fathers is not really in these kids' life, they can't even really relate. So now that we dealing with a lot of kids not having mothers and fathers or whatever, we definitely gotta look at. We don't want our kids to go through the same thing that we went through.
Daughter that all the time. I said on some real, I would not wish being a single parent on even my worst enemy. Like nobody want to really go through that, yo. Like unless it's circumstances where whatever.
Right.
But for the most part, I don't think that people want to be a single parent. Like even if y'all not together, like if you could have a banging ass co-parenting situation, like that's awesome as well. So I don't know.
Respect one another.
I wouldn't even wish that on my worst enemy. Like who really want to be, no. I wouldn't want to be. Nate, you would want to be a single parent. I think two is always better. Yeah. And that's why when you do get a good step parent in your kid's life, y'all got to give them that respect too, y'all. When y'all get somebody that really genuinely, like a Rondell, genuinely really love the kids whose life he is a part of, he deserves, that respect. Like it's a must. It should be given because it is hard, like Tashi said, to take on other people's children. Like we all know that. And we are, some of us are products of giving other people, our step parents, hard times because we was like, who the hell are you? But at the end of the day, it takes a good ass person that genuinely care about your child to really want to be there and treat them like they're your children. So we got to give that respect too. When it's due, we got to give them people that respect. All step parents are not bad. All step parents are not just trying to do it because they're with that person or they want to earn brownie points or whatever it is. Some people genuinely care, and we got to start giving those step parents their flowers while they're here. So, as well as the good parents. Shout out to the good parents. Shout out to the good parents. And shout out to the parents that's striving and trying hard to be in their kids' life, even with the difficulties that might come with it, with the other parents. Shout out to y'all. Continue to keep striving. Do not give up on your child. I don't give a fuck. I hate when, not hate, but I dislike when, like, I've talked to men and people tell me, you know, like, oh, it's pointless. I can't do this. Like, no, that's what the female
Fuck them
wants you to
kids.
do. That's what she wants you to do.
Yeah.
Fuck them kids. But in
Fuck
reality,
kids.
nah, don't fuck them kids because that's
Love
your
them
kid.
kids. Get
You
them
brought that
hugs.
kid into this world. Don't you ever stop fighting for your kid, yo. I don't give a fuck. Don't ever stop fighting for your child.
Hugs, not drugs.
Right. So before we end the show, do anybody have anything else to say for the night?
God bless you. Thank you for coming out.
God bless you.
We love you. We love you. We'll talk with Teezy. Sorry,
Chick love the kids. Chick love the kids.
Chick love the kids. Love the kids. Dumb baby ass kids.
Badass motherfucking kids.
And on that note, fuck them kids.
What up with Saturday though?
Oh yeah, so Saturday, you guys, make sure y'all tune in because it's Late Night with Teezy. Web, you ain't joining us yet on late night.
Nah, I got to.
I got to talk to you behind because I know you want to do a little series and stuff. So, we always looking. And if y'all know anybody that want to come on late night, anybody that want to, that's open, that want to have a legit adult conversation, that y'all could have them tune in. They could come on. Because I know it's a lot of people that I be seeing a lot of people comment on things, not even just this show. Like I just see people. So y'all know anybody that want to be down with Late Night Teezy? Come on and join in. On that note, though, you guys, we will see you this Saturday at 9:00. Hopefully,
I'm ready.
up.
All right, Web. Let me hold $20, Web. Let me hold $20, Web.
You showing us your pay stuff?
Let me hold $20, Web.
Give me
You at the bank, you ain't broke.
No, wife it in the club. So seriously, though, we'll see y'all.
He had the outside drink too. He ain't at the regular bank when he had the outside drink. He got money.
No, the bank got
You got money. You paying fees and shit. You got money.
Venus versus Mars.
Yo, my boy just said that we pulled up. He said, "Yo, American Eagle getting money. This shit look nice."
He had the new one. He got money.
Yo, all right, y'all. I want everybody to enjoy the rest of their night. It's 9:14. We did good tonight. Like I said, you guys tune in Saturday at 9:00 for Late Night with Teezy. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Yes, you guys, like I said, anybody that want to be down with the Late Night with Teezy shows, it's pure fun. We're gonna have some real live conversations. Yeah, it gets spicy. We talk about some real adult content type of, So Web, we need you to come on because you ain't come on yet, Web. Come on, Web.
I got some.
Come on, Web.
Right. You guys enjoy the rest of your night. To my Talk with Teezy family. Wait, who's trying to come on? Oh, Tiffany, we about to end it, boo. Everybody enjoy the rest of your night. Later. Night.